Respected dear sadhakas, wonderful that our Bhagavata Dhyanam keeping us in touch with the Lord. When we are doing it, let us try from ourselves also to bring the Lord as much as possible into our hearts. Same time, we should intensify our prayers to the Lord. O Lord, anyway you are making us spend time in studying your leelas and glories. O Lord, why don't you enter into our hearts, remove all the dukkha, remove all the glani, remove all the regrets, guilts, remove all the negativities. Why don't you fill our hearts with all positivities, the main of which is complete, total bhakti, sharanagati to you. O Lord, please open up the gateways for that deep understanding about your essential nature, the self, the truth, the Brahman. May we realize that in this very life. So, with these prayers, with our own efforts, certainly we will go at least a little more higher in our understanding, in our sadhana, in our surrender to Bhagavan. It should happen. So, as much we try, and along with trying, we long for it, seeing that Bhagavan blesses us. Trying, but ourselves deeply not interested, deeply not interested. Bhagavan also will give only some superficial things like the small satisfactions that we are studying Bhagavatam, we are studying regularly, we have completed the whole text. Only these truptis will come when our intention also is superficial. But when our intention is very deep to have Bhagavad Anubhuti, Bhagavad Darshana, Bhagavad Prapti, with that fervor, with that feeling inside, when we try, then the Lord's blessing will be of that level. So may we all seek from the Lord that as He has blessed the Gopikas, the Prahladas, the Uddhavas, the Arjunas, all of them, so too may He bless us with His divine Anubhuti everywhere we find our fulfillment of our human life. Now, beautiful, we are doing the Srimad Bhagavata Mahathmyam from Skandha Purana after studying the entire Bhagavata Purana in our more than 3 years, almost 20 or 16 days. Now, today it will be the second chapter. In this, the Radhika Devi Mahathmyam will be told by Kalindi Yamunaji to all the Krishna Patnis. Then she only tells to do the particular that bhajana kirtana in the place where Lord Krishna played rasa. When they all do that, Sri Uddhavji comes there. Then Uddhavji telling about the glory of this Vrajabhumi, glory of Bhagavan Krishna, all that we will see in the next chapter. Then Uddhavji narrates or tells entire Bhagavata to all these people, listening to which every one of them reaches to Vaikuntha Dhama, Bhagavan's abode. So this is what is our Bhagavata Mahatmya, which has to be in fact studied like the other chapters, slowly, steadily, one shloka. Let that time also come to us once. But now, as Lord promises, that way we try to see as much as possible. Let us start in our pure devotional meditational mood as much as we can gather. Om. 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 Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्च अर्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो भक्तेभ्यो साधुभ्यो साधकेभ्यो तीर्थेभ्यो क्षेत्रेभ्यो नदीनदेभ्यो शास्त्रेभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षिये सूतमाहमुने शौनकादृशिभ्यो वैशम्पायनादृशिभ्यो अत्र्यादृशिभ्यो मत्स्यावतारेभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो आदित्यादिनवग्रह देवताभ्यो दक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो आदिपराशक्तिमात्रे मातापितृदेवताभ्यो आद्यशङ्कराचार्यादिगुरुभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां कृपा अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोदस्य तस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं पुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवतदर्शनानुग्रहानुभवप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां गुरुपरम्परायाः देवतापरम्परायाः पुनरुत्थानपुनर्जागरण समस्त विश्वव्याप्तिद्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगतिद्वारा विश्व शांति कल्याण एकता प्राप्त्यर्थम् अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापनकार्ये भक्तः कङ्कणबद्धाः तेषां सर्वेषां बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा शक्ति साधना संपदा सानुकूलता प्राप्ति द्वारा दिग्विजयार्थं च श्री स्कांद पुराणान्तर्गत श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण महाशास्त्रस्य महात्म्यस्य द्वितीय अध्यायस्य पारायणमध्ययनं दश श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणस्य दशमस्कन्धस्य पारायणमध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ श्री स्कांद पुराणान्तर्गत श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण माहात्म्यम् ओम। So second chapter, let us chant it. What it is, let us see. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. अथ श्री स्कांद पुराणान्तर्गत श्रीमद् भागवत माहात्म्यम् अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः। ऋषयो ऊचुः ओं शाण्डिल्येतौ समादिश्य परावृत्ते स्वमाश्रमं किं कथं चक्रतु तौ तु राजानौ सूत तद्वद। सूत उवाच ततस्तु विष्णुरातेन श्रेणीमुख्याः सहस्रशः इन्द्रप्रस्थात् समानाय्य मथुरास्थानमापिताः। माथुरान् ब्राह्मणांस्तत्र वानरांश्च पुरातनान् विज्ञायमाननीयत्वं तेषु स्थापितवान् स्वराट्। वज्रस्तु तत्सहायेन शाण्डिल्यस्याप्यनुग्रहात् गोविन्द गोपगोपीनां लीलास्थानान्यनुक्रमात् विज्ञायाभिधया स्थाप्य ग्रामान् आवासयत् बहून्। कुण्डकूपादिपूर्तेन शिवादिस्थापनेन च गोविन्द हरि देवादि स्वरूपारोपणेन च कृष्णैकभक्तिं स्वे राज्ये तथा न च मुमोदः। प्रजास्तु मुदितास्तस्य कृष्णकीर्तनतत्पराः परमानन्दसम्पन्नाः राज्यं तस्यैव तुष्टुवुः। एकदा कृष्णपत्न्यस्तु श्रीकृष्णविरहातुराः काळिन्दीं मुदितां वीक्ष्य पप्रच्छुर्गतमत्सराः। श्रीकृष्णपत्न्य ऊचुः यथा वयं कृष्णपत्न्यः तथा त्वमपि शोभने वयं विरहदुःखार्ताः त्वं न काळिन्दी तद्वद। तच्छ्रुत्वा स्मयमाना सा काळिन्दी वाक्यमब्रवीत्। सा पत्न्यं वीक्ष्य तत्तासां करुणापरमानसा काळिन्दी उवाच आत्मा रामस्य कृष्णस्य ध्रुवम् आत्मास्ति राधिका तस्य दास्य प्रभावेण विरहोस्मान् न संस्पृशेत् तस्याः एव अंशविस्ताराः सर्वाः श्रीकृष्णनायिकाः नित्यसंभोग एवास्ति तस्याः सामुख्ययोगतः स एव सा सैवास्ति वंशी तत् प्रेमरूपिका श्रीकृष्णनखचन्द्राळि सङ्गात् चन्द्रावळि स्मृता रूपान्तरमगृह्णान तयोः सेवातिलालसा रुक्मिण्यादिसमावेशः मयात्रैव विलोकितः युष्माकमपि कृष्णेन विरहो नैव सर्वतः किं तु एवं न जानीत तस्मात् व्याकुलतामिताः एवमेवात्र गोपीनाम् अक्रूरावसरे पुरा विरहाभास एवासीत् उद्धवेन समाहितः तेनैव भवतीनां चेत् भवेदत्र समागमः तर्हि नित्यं स्वकान्तेन विहारमपि लप्स्यत सूत उवाच एवमुक्तास्तु ताः पत्न्यः प्रसन्नां पुनरब्रुवन् उद्धवालोकनेनात्म प्रेष्ठसङ्गमलालसाः श्रीकृष्णपत्न्य ऊचुः धन्यासि सखि कान्तेन यस्या नैवास्ति विच्युतिः यतस्ते स्वार्थसंसिद्धिः तस्या दास्यो बभूविमा परं तु उद्धवलाभे स्यात् अस्मत् सर्वार्थसाधनं तथा वदस्व काळिन्दी तल्लाभोऽपि यथा भवेत् सूत उवाच एवमुक्ता तु काळिन्दी प्रत्युवाच तथास्तथा स्मरन्ती कृष्णचन्द्रस्य कलाः षोडशरूपिणीः काळिन्दी उवाच साधनभूमिर्वदनी व्रजता कृष्णेन मन्त्रिणे प्रोक्ता तत्रास्ते स तु साक्षात् तद्वयुनं ग्राहयन् लोकान् फलभूमिर्व्रजभूमिः दत्ता तस्मै पुरैव सरहस्यं फलमिह तिरोहितं सत्तत् इहेदानीं स उद्धवो अलक्ष्यः गोवर्धनगिरिनिकटे सखीस्थले तद्रजः कामः तत्रत्याङ्कुरवल्लीरूपेण आस्ते स उद्धवो नूनम् आत्मोत्सवरूपत्वं हरिणा तस्मै समर्पितं नियतं तस्मात् तत्र स्थित्वा कुसुमसरः परिसरे सवज्राभिः वीणावेणुमृदङ्गैः कीर्तनकाव्यादिसरससङ्गीतैः उत्सव आरब्धव्यो हरिरिततः लोकान् समानाय्य तत्रोद्धवालोको भविता नियतं महोत्सवे वितते यौष्माकीणाम् अभिमतसिद्धिं सविता स एव सवितानाम् सूत उवाच इति श्रुत्वा प्रसन्नास्ताः काळिन्दीम् अभिनन्द्यततु कथयामासुरागत्य वज्रं प्रति परीक्षितं विष्णुरातस्तु तच्छ्रुत्वा प्रसन्नस्तद्युतस्तदा तत्रैवागत्य तत्सर्वं कारयामास सत्वरं गोवर्धनाददूरेण बृन्दारण्ये सखीस्थले प्रवृत्तः कुसुमाम्भोधौ कृष्णसङ्कीर्तनोत्सवः वृषभानुसुताकान्त विहारे कीर्तनश्रिया साक्षादिव समावृत्ते सर्वेऽनन्यदृशो भवन ततः पश्यत्सु सर्वेषु तृणगुल्मलता च यात् आजगामोद्धवः स्रग्वी श्यामः पीताम्बरावृतः गुञ्जामालाधरो गायन् वल्लवी वल्लभं मुहुः तदागमनतो रेजे भृशं सङ्कीर्तनोत्सवः चन्द्रिकागमतो यद्वत् स्फाटिकाट्टालभूमणिः हत सर्वे सुखाम्बोधौ मग्नाः सर्वं विसस्मरुः क्षणेनागतविज्ञानाः दृष्ट्वा श्रीकृष्णरूपिणम् उद्धवं पूजयान् चक्रुः प्रतिलब्धमनोरथाः। इति श्रीस्कान्दे महापुराणे एकाशीतिसाहस्र्यां संहितायां द्वितीये वैष्णवखण्डे श्रीमद्भागवतमाहात्म्ये गोवर्धनपर्वतसमीपे परीक्षितादीनाम् उद्धवदर्शनवर्णनं नाम द्वितीयोऽध्यायः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम। श्रीभागवत शरणं मम। श्रीसद्गुरुशरणं मम। श्रीसूत शरणं मम। श्रीशुकदेव शरणं मम। श्रीव्यास शरणं मम। श्रीनारद शरणं मम। श्रीकुमार शरणं मम। श्रीब्रह्मा शरणं मम। श्रीविष्णु शरणं मम। श्रीपरब्रह्म शरणं मम। श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम। शरणं मम। शरणं मम। श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। 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 ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालं भङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्त्ययं रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मामा मुञ्चत कर्हिचित्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। अतः श्रीस्कान्दपुराणान्तर्गत श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण माहात्म्यं द्वितीयोऽध्यायः अथ। Now, these are all very deep devotional topics in our literature, where there is less to talk about, but more to attune to the divinity in the Saguna Rupa of Lord Krishna and all his deep, intense, nearest bhaktas. These cannot be put in words, just like the pure Vedantic truth of Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. It is only on the seat of meditation when we transcend that Upadiyukta expression as Drashta Shrota, that we are able to experience the self. Here also, in a little deeper, all forgetting, all detached, Paripurna Vairagya Yukta Bhakti when we have to the Lord and when we belong to that category of people, then the topics that are discussed are experienced by us or understood by us. And then there's more than understanding here, just reveling in that each shlokas ananda. So yesterday in the first chapter we saw Sri Parikshit Ji Maharaj going to Vajranabha in Mathura. Then what a beautiful way Vajranabha receives Pitruvyaha, does all puja and Parikshit Ji says, thanks to you that your forefathers are the ones who took care of forefathers of us, and me also was taken by you. I cannot clear your runa, ready for any service. You enjoy the kingdom, taking care of all mothers. Any money, any sainya required, all will be provided. Vajranava says, all that I have sufficient, but I have one chinta, that in my Vajra, this Mathura Nagari, Vraja Bhumi, I am king, but no prajas are there. What to do? Then our great Parikshit Ji invites requestfully Shandilya Muni. Then Shandilya Muni gave all the very sublime rahasyas there about the Vraja Bhumi, where Bhagavan is Nitya there doing the Nitya Leelas. They are called as Vastavi Leela with his permanent Antaranga Bhaktas. Then those who seek the company of the Lord or participation in his Leelas and do lot of upasana and punya. They come, they have finished it, they have gone. Then the devatas who wanted to be with Lord, they came, they were taken to Dwaraka, but Dwaraka from here, they also have finished their job through the Yuddha Ityadi. They also reached to their respective abodes, the devatas. So this Vastavi Leela is not seen by ordinary people. That's why everything looks to be Shunya Shunya. And there are no people who have the capacity to that see that Vastavi Leela. Now you want the Vyavahari Leela? Chalo, theek hai, I'll tell you one thing. Remember all the places where Lord did different Leelas by my grace, and in those places you established where all the grammar, the towns and villages on the name of those Leelas. Then you will have again the divinity playing here Vyavahariki. For Vastavi, you have to have the blessings of Uddhava and all that will later on come. So, with these words and so many other beautiful things, our Shandilinji speaks and he goes. Then in this second chapter, after this Eva Muktatu Shandilya Gataha Krishna Manusmaran, remembering Lord Krishna, the Shandilya Muni Rishi has gone. Vishnuratota Vajrasya Param Priti Mavamatoho. So the Vajranabha and Vishnuratha, the Parikshit, got extreme happiness because they got answer to their problem as to how to establish praja and how to revel in Krishna Bhakti and Krishna Leela as it was there when Krishna was there. Remember, even now, that means what? Those who are of the Uchakoti people, they can see that Vastavi Leelas. Those are Madhyakoti people, they can experience some of the Leelas. Those are Vyavariki people having devotion, they can, as sadhakas, can do their beautiful sadhana of bhakti, either through the Bhagavata, the Adhyanam or Adhyapanam or Shravanam. Now you go and see in Vrindavan, everywhere there are 5,500 ashramas, temples are there. Everywhere Krishna, Krishna going on. It's a different world altogether. There appear to be a commercial Vrindavan outside. People are, going having darshan, lot of. But then within itself, when you go, anyone looks to be commercial outside. Every one of them are again devoted. Whether it may be hotel, he is doing all the work, hotel commercial wala. But in him, there is Krishna Bhakti. In his own house, there is Krishna Mandira. In the hotel also, there is a corner, Krishna ka. Then Krishna ke hi naam pe they are all doing that business, no? People go there for Krishna. And on the name of Krishna only, all that works are done. So all are Mahabhaktas there. Beautiful sadhakas. And there are very many ashramas where Nitya Nirantara Bhagavatadi Patana Patanam going on by which Krishna Leelas are widespread. अलौकिक अनोखा जगह है वो वृंदावन. Just like Kashi for the Jnanam, है ना, Haridwar Rishikesh for tapasya. So too for bhakti, you can have Mathura Vrindavanam. Adbhuta Sthala, where we can really have the rasa swadana. If you stay there few months, of course, wherever we go, we carry our mind. So of the mind, if it is very pure, then we will enjoy it. So once this Shandiliji gave them guidance and went away, now the Shaunakadi Maharishis asking Sutaji question. With that, the second chapter starts. What is in it? Let us see. Ki atha dvitiyodhyaya rushaya uchuhu. The rishis spoke. Shaunakadi rishi. Ki Shandilye tau samadishye paravritte samashramam. In this way, having given his adesha or guidance, and Paravritte returned to some ashramam, into his own ashrama, that Shandiliji, when he went away, Kim and Katham Chakratuhu, what and how they did, who are they? Tautu Raja, no, those two kings, the Parikshitji and Vajanavaji, Suta Tadvada, Sutaji, Bataye. So they are very keen and interested to know all details. Suta Uvacha. Sutaji is telling now, Ki Tatahatu. Thereafter, Vishnu Ratena, by this Parikshitaji, who is the Raja of the Delhi, big place it is, all resource, everything are there, well established that for the Kuru Vamsha, right from beginning Hastinapura, Therefore, Indrapastha Vyayamaha, everything is there. So what did he do? That Vishnunatha Parikshita to help this Vajrnabha in Mathura ki Shreni Mukhyaha Sahasrashaha. So thousands of very, very big important Shreni Mukhyas means different professionals. Sreni means professions. Different professional experts. He brought them, thousands of them, to Mathura. Indraprasthat Samanaya. From Indraprastha, having brought them, Mathura Sthanam Apitaha. They were all made to establish in the Mathura Nagari. Oh, because it was empty. Mathura Nagari में कोई थे नहीं. So Vrajabhumi is Mathura, Vrindavan and all. So main Mathura is the Rajdhani. Nobody were there. That's why Vajranabha was having Chinta. So to establish it, he brought all the professionals, everyone. So all Brahmana groups were brought there, established with variety of shakhas. Then Kshatriyas were brought. Then the Vaishyas are different type. Then the servant class. Everyone in today's language, all professionals are, let us say, the health vagara taken care of, doctor professionals, the legal professionals, the business professionals, the farmers. You understand? The ministerial people, whoever are required for a Rajya to conduct, all of them were brought. तो ब्राह्मण लोग, क्षत्रिय लोग, वैश्य लोग, सेवा लोग करने वाले, every professionals he brought them. They were made established. सारे carpenters कहो, the pot makers, the goldsmiths, the fishermen, whoever you call them, whichever are required, even barbers, जो लोग चाहिए एक पूरा सोसाइटी चलने के लिए, all. No, nowadays the big those complexes or those things are made, no ventures they do. So almost they try to establish everything inside. So from Delhi, our Parikshitji Vishnuratha brought and made them stay there. Big जब industries भी बनते हैं, you know, India में big new things keep on coming. Then the townships are made in that. All facilities are done. So many we have seen like that. So a township to make the whole Mathura Nagari, everyone required were brought. In the Vastat, Samanaya Mathura Sthanam Afitaha. श्रेणी मुख्य सारे जो अलग अलग काम करे हो, दर्जी से लेकर के सब लोग अब क्या बोलो, सब लोग एवरीबडी. देन आफ्टर माथुरान ब्राह्मणान तत्र वानरांश पुरातनान. सो द मथुरा नगरी के स्पेशल जो वहीं के ब्राह्मण है ना, who are displaced here and there but unseen, they were all brought into limelight by our Parikshit Raja. Vanaranscha Puratanan, and all the Vanaras who were, Sri Ram ji ke kaal se aa rahe, Ram ji ki seva ki hai, and they were there even the Krishna Kala when Lord Krishna was feeding them the makhan वगैरह चोरी करके. तो ये सारे लोगों को परीक्षित राजा ने वहां री-एस्टैब्लिश किया. That is why Mathura Vrindavan, if you go, thousands of the Vanaras, they take away our chashma and purse if we are inadvertent. You all know the great leelas there. So, and you have to give them something to eat, then they give it back. So he established Brahmanon ko, because all temples will be made now, pujaris are required. So they were all either uncared or scattered or distracted, gone unnoticed. फिर अलग अलग प्रकटना मतलब अनाउंसमेंट्स करके सैनिक को भेज कर इंक्वायरी करा के all of them were brought into Nagari. Thereafter, विज्ञाय माननीयत्वं तेषु स्थापितवान् स्वराट. So Teshu Mananiyatvam Stapitavan or Avignaya, knowing their predecessors or ancestors, etc., they are established. This portion should be studied by our Prime Minister and Ministry, so that in Kashmir also, all Kashmiri Pandits, उनका हिस्ट्री सब देखकर को जो है री-एस्टैब्लिश हुआ करना चाहिए. Everyone should go back and stay there in the beautiful Nagari Kashmiri. हाँ, famous Kashmir for Jnanam, है ना, the Ma Saraswati, Annapurna Devi, they are there. All only the Hindu Brahmanas used to be there in that Shikhari of Bharata Mata, head of your India, ऊपर है ना. But these Rakshasas have killed all of them. है ना, 5 lakhs of The Brahmanas were displaced during partition and before even that. So they can all be recalled, re-established. होता है सब. तो यहाँ उन्होंने किया. So माननीयत्वं तेषु स्थापितवान्. So he has placed them in the proper dignified roles. When you give respect, reverence, and role, then they take up the responsibility and then do the things that are required. So everything has to be integrated, properly, well planned, and executed. Parikshit was doing that. Then Vajrahatu, Vajanavaji Tat Sahayena, with the help of Parikshit Maharaj, Chandilyasya Anugrahat, with the Anugrah of Chandilyaji, Govinda, Lord Krishna, Gopa, all the Gopa Balakas, Gopinam, of the Gopikas, Leela Sthanani, all the variety of places where all these have played Leela. Lord Krishna ke saath, all the animals also, birds also, Gopabalas in the childhood, especially as he little grew with the Gopikas, entire Vihara Sthali, Leela Sthala, whatever they were there, Anukramad Vijnaya, by the Shandilya Rishis Anugraha, having clearly known and recognizing every one of them, Avidaya Asthapya, as told by Shandilyaji, exactly with the same name of what Leela there happened, that names he has given and developed those places. Like in Kurukshetra, so if you go, we have the places. Bhishma Bhagwan ka jahan Shayya hai, Vishnu Sahasranam jahan hua, where actually Ratha of Lord Krishna and Arjuna was there. गीतोपदेश स्थली ये सब आपको दिखते हैं even now after thousands of years. Bhaktas yogis, Bhagavan gives them the vision what is where. So do when you go to Naimisharanyam. So the Vyasa ji कहाँ बैठते थे, सूत जी कहाँ बैठते थे, शौनकादि ऋषियों का स्थल, all of them are there. So here in Mathura Vrindavan, Krishna Leela Sthalas, naming them, he has again developed them. That is why now we have Mathura Vrindavan, because of the Kripa of Shandilyaji, effort of Parikshitji and Vajranabha, so we have these nagaris. Thank God these Rakshasas, they did not attack these places much. है ना, हरिद्वार, ऋषिकेश, मथुरा, वृंदावन, इनको ये राक्षस लोग ज्यादा अटैक नहीं है. वो भगवान की कृपा हुई वहां, बिकॉज इज नित्य निरंतर देर. किया थोड़ा सा मंदिर थोड़ा, बट स्टिल दैट कल्चर इज रिमेनिंग. नाउ या अटैक ये है वो लोग, we have to take back, especially that Mathura Mandira. When you see, the 6 gates are taken away by them. Only main Krishna Janmasthali is there with us. This government now should get power again next 5 times. All the opposition will should lose, not even one seat they should get. With 100% parliament support, everything should be brought to our original India level, including totally making constitution also Indian Hinduized, Sanatana Dharmi. Then only the world also will be at ease and peace. Good for Bharat Mata first. I to pray for it, Baba. Then Vijnaya Avidaya Asthapya Graman Avaset Bahom. Having established those places of Lord Krishna Ityadi Leela as temples around them, lot of villages he has again established. Then लोगों को रहना है, so उनकी ये जरूरत है. So कुंड कूप आदि पूर्तेना. So what are the water sources required? All of them he has arranged. Shiva Adi Sthapanena Cha. So Bhagavan Shiva Mandir, Ganapati Mandir, Parvati Mandir. You see them in Vrindavan Mathura now. All of this Vajranabhiji with the help of Parikshitji established. Then Govinda Mandir, Hari Mandir, ityadi different named temples. Even they are there now in Mathura Vrindavan around places. So Govinda, Hari, Deva, Adi, Sarupa Aropanena. With these names given, beautiful mandiras are established. Then what is important is Krishnaika Bhaktim Sverajye Tatanacha Mumodaha. So in his own Rajya, everywhere that Vajranavaji has spread Krishna Bhakti. And Mumodaha, he was extremely happy. All the Praja were also happy. Now imagine in the mind, only Raja Vajranabha was there, no people were there in the beginning. And now, Shandilya Rishi blessing, Parikshitji's help, his own effort. So many temples related to Krishna Leelas are made. So many villages are made, and these people go into those temples all the time, reveling in Krishna Bhakti through Krishna Leela. How wonderful must be that Mathura Vrindavan. That's what is even now continuing. जितना भी मॉडर्न हो दुनिया, जितना भी टेक्निकल कुछ भी है, बट स्टिल द पीपल देयर स्पेशल इन मथुरा वृंदावन, सोप इन द्वारका, हरिद्वार में हर जगह आप देखते हो, देर द नित्य पाठ इज गोइंग ऑन, जप इज गोइंग ऑन, साधना इज गोइंग ऑन, क्योंकि साधक लोग तो जन्म लेते ही रहते हैं. दोज आर वेरी लकी डिजर्विंग, they get birth in those punya kshetras. By doing their own sadhana for evolution, they sustain and add to the divinity there. So, Krishnaika bhaktim sve rajye tata nacha mumodaha. He has established Krishna bhakti in his rajyam. मजा है कि नहीं? Whole India, if it is filled with in this way, all our avatars भगवान के भक्ति से, उपासनाओं से going on. Please remember, even today, everywhere in India, somewhere or the other, every day, there are some Brahmotsavas, some Upasana, some Bhagavad Gita और उपनिषद प्रवचन, some व्रतास, कुछ ना कुछ चल ही रहा है. अब तो सावन का महीना आ ही गयो, तो हाउ मेनी प्लेसेस द सावन महीना पूजा होएगा. वर्षा ऋतु रघुपति भगति तुलसी साली सुधास, राम नाम दो अक्षर सावन भादव मास. You know, wonderful it is. Then prajaha tu muditaha tasya. The people of that Mathura Nagari Vrindavan were extremely happy with this. King Vajranava, Krishna Kirtana Tatparaha. All of them were always in Krishna Kirtana. I think their Kirtana ka bala hi abhi tak hai. Krishna Bhagavan to hai nitya, but he will become prakata when the bhaktas go on sing, no? हर जगह भगवान होते हैं, बट यू हैव टू डू द प्रकट. उपासना के द्वारा, कीर्तन के द्वारा, eternally existing Bhagavan gets prakata, like in our heart also. In our heart, Bhagavan is there or not, very much is there. But him, when we do the nirantara bhajana, kirtana with wholeheartedness, that Lord in the heart gets manifested. That is what for we have started our Purana Itihasa and Upanishadadi Adhyanam. It may take as many 1 lakh, 1 crore life who are going to Madhav. We are not worried. जब होगा तब होने दो, बट वी नो व्हाट टू डू, वी विल डू इट. कृपा हो गई भगवान का, तो इसी क्षण उनका आविर्भाव हमारे हृदय में परमानेंटली हो सकता है. ही इज वेरी मच देयर, वी हैव टू मेक हिम प्रकट. So they were all muditaha tatra Krishna Kirtana tatparaha. Then most importantly, Paramananda Sampannaha. Rajyam tasya eva tushtuhu. With the Raja being him in that Rajya, they were all in Paramananda. Krishna Bhakti ke Anand. Even now you go na, they don't become miserable or anything because of lack of money or not. ऐसा कोई गरीब दुखी नहीं दिखते वहां. हमारा कहना है, हमको देख रहे हैं वो लोग. कृष्ण भगवान इज डेंजरस. इन दैट मूड ऑल द मथुरा वृंदावन वासी मजे में रहते हैं, मस्ती में रहते हैं. इन वहां का मथुरा का पेड़ा एंड लस्सी ऑफ वृंदावन लॉर्ड कृष्ण के समय से आ रहे हैं. वही गायों का संतति है ना अब रहने वाले गाय. एंड द पीपल आर ऑफ दैट जनरेशन ओनली. भगवान कृष्ण से ही आ रहे हैं. चिल्ड्रन 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 चिल्ड्रन. इज इट नॉट? Ha, divinity. You can feel it, you can create. Matlab, when we are tuned that way, we can see everywhere Krishna, 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 Krishna in that great Mathura Vrindavana Sthala. Then this is what is the story completed. This topic wala. Wherein Parikshit going to Vajranabha, Vajranabha had the Chinta, then our great Kshandiliji guided, then together they have re-established the entire Mathura Nagari with the Praja, with all the Grama, with all Mandira, Nitya Nirantara, Krishna Kirtana Utsava going on. Everybody were in the Parama Ananda. This is what the Vraja Bhumi Mahathmya का एक टॉपिक हुआ. That means what is to be heard from the things studied so far, what is to be learned is Nitya Nirantara Krishna Leela is going on there. Krishna presence is more conspicuously is there. Added to that is the eternal presence of the bhaktas doing Bhagavan Bhakti. It will go on, it will go on. Dekho, the best proof is this only. From the time of independence, last 65 years, the wretched way our country was there in the hands of the nonsense people. Now, last 8 9 years, especially in Uttar Pradesh and in the whole country, in the hand of one is truly sannyasi, other is like a sannyasi only. No, everything is being established. Bhagwan karte hain, inke aise. He will find his own instruments to do the work. द होल काशी नगरी इतना बढ़िया बनाया गया. अयोध्या मंदिर अभी इस साल के अंत में आने वाला है तैयार होकर. और मथुरा का केस इज गोइंग ऑन. ऑल ऑफ दम वृंदावन विल बी मेड रीमेड. बढ़िया है कि नहीं? तो भगवान करा रहे. ऑल द प्रेयर्स ऑफ ऑल ऑफ अस आर वर्किंग इन दैट वे. And more intensely we have to do. So strongly, powerfully, that none of these mleccha rakshasas again should attack. Even should not have even a thought also. In that way, when you do the Sankalpa, it becomes a great strong kavacha. Then our Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma, all these parampara will sustain and go ahead, guiding all the jivas for moksha. Main thing is wo hai. Hinduism talks about every jiva's evolution and liberation. So, for that sake only, all this we are talking. Though this story is over, now comes the second story. What it is? Discussion between the Kalindi, Yamuna Maya, Yamuna, and other Krishna Patnis who are still alive. So beautiful discussion again. Very touching it is. We need to go shloka by shloka, at least 10-20 minutes discussion and feel it. Then the rasaswadana comes. That much time in this round we are not doing, but we are going through the story and meaning of every shloka. That will be sufficient also for us to feel the joy of it. Ekada, once Krishna Patnyaha, Rohini Ityadi, Krishna Patnis who were still there, Sri Krishna Viraha Aturaha. So they had such a good time with Krishna. Krishna went away. So in that Viraha, they were in so much of dukkha. देखो किसी एक को आप थोड़ा प्यार करो, अटैच हो जाओ. How much ever nalaik that fellow goes away, whenever we remember, we get so much of emotional. अब ये तो साक्षात परब्रह्म परमात्मा Narayana, having come as Avataro, gave them the joy as a husband. So much prema he gave. Now, when he left this abode, now how much they must be missing him. Therefore, Krishna, Sri Krishna Viraha Aturaha. Then they looked at Kalindi Yamuna ji. She was not at all in Viraha and Dukkha like them. So, Kalindi Muditam Viksha. She was very, very happy. She's in a very jovial and happy mood. Paprachur. They went and asked Gatamatsaraha without any jealousy and without any doubt. Jealousy is what? Still she must be getting some special blessings which we are not getting. That is one meaning of Matsara. Other Matsara is she may not have love, devotion like us to Krishna. Therefore, long back she might have forgotten him. Therefore, she is not at all affected. She is happy. दोनों मीनिंग एक ही वर्ड का मात्सर्य. तो गतमत्सराहा without these two impurities, either of jealousy or finding fault, and they go to her. Then they speak to her. श्री कृष्ण पत्नी ऊचुहु. तो कृष्ण पत्नी उनसे बात कर रहे हैं कालिंदी से कि what did they ask her? यथा वयम कृष्ण पत्न्यः, just as we are the wives of Lord Krishna, तथा त्वमपि, so also you too, शोभने, वो most शोभयुक्त Kalindi, Yamuna ji, vayam viraha dukkhartaha. We are in the dukkha and arti because of viraha from Lord Krishna. Viraha means separation. Raha means रहना साथ में. Viraha means अलग हो गया. तो वयम विरह दुखार्ताः. We are so much in दुखा and आरती कि कभी कभी तो याद आकर इतना रोना दुख होता है ना. You also, when you remember your parents, you had a good relation with them and all, not every day fighting. Every जगह होने की जरूरत नहीं. But really you had a great bond, let us say. Sometime with brother, sister also. And if they are not there, when you remember them, the joy or the dukkha both come together. So vayam tu vira dukkhartaha tam na. Hey Kalindi, tadvada, but you are not in dukkha. You are not in arati. You are happily enjoying. Please tell us what is the reason. Tadvada, कैसे आप ऐसे आनंद में हो? Then tat shrutva, having heard their words, smayamana, with a smile, sa Kalindi, that Kalindi यमुना जी वाक्यम अब्रवीत, she spoke. तो यमुना जी की आजकल हर दिन खबर में है कि ओवरफ्लोइंग हो रहा है एक दिन घटता है फिर से बढ़ता है इन द दिल्ली इन ऑल दोस जमुना पार जमुना पार आई हैव डन एटलीस्ट कितने साल ओ सैकड़ों बार वी हैव सीन दैट वी हैव गॉन थ्रू मजा मजा सो जमुना जी ने बहुत खुशी से कहती हैं कि कालिंदी वाक्यम अब्रवीत सापत्न्यम वीक्ष तत् तासाम सीइंग देयर दुख she felt karuna paramanasa. Her mind also was filled with karuna. So she wanted to help them, talk to them. She spoke. So Kalindi Vacha. What did she say? Listen very carefully. Only 4 or 5 slokas, but I am sure 100% of us will not touch the depth of what she is saying. Only rare bhaktas will catch it. Others, बस उनका ऊपर से उड़ जाएगा अंदर घुसेगा नहीं unless we have the capacity or capability or deservability and that punya we have done of many lives, then only we will be able to grasp what is said here. So, Yamunaji, Kalindiji replying to Rohini Adi Krishna Patnis. She says ki Atma Ramasya Krishnasya. Lord Krishna is always Atma Rama. You know it? Yeah. Then Dhruvam Atma Asti Radhika. His Atma is Radhika. Atma Rama Krishna. Krishna is reveling in Atma. His Atma is Radhika. So Dhruvam Atma Asti Radhika. So there are two things said here. One is Lord Krishna is Atma Rama and his Atma is Radhika. Second is Dhruvam Asti. She is permanently here. So Dhruvam Atma Asti Radhika. His own self Radhika is. Then Tasyaha Dasya Prabhavena. I do the Dasya to her. And she being Krishna ka hi Atma hai, there is no doubt I am doing her Dasya. Tasya Dasya Prabhavena Viraha Asman na samsprisheto. Me, the Viraha is not touching. If you also do the same, to you also, the Viraha will not touch you. Interesting? Like when we are serving our Puja Gurudev, we don't miss the divinity because he is the divinity manifest. That's why who are around him, lucky ones who could at least 1% of his glory they recognized, they were all reveling. They were never going to any of the, missing the Lord anywhere. उनको अपने गुरु में ही सब दिखते थे. In the same way, I am Dasi to Radhika Rani. Radha. She is Atma of Lord Krishna. She is eternally there. In my own mind, I do the Dasyam to her. Even now they say in that Nidhivan, that place where Radha Krishna, every day they come in the evening to Rasa. So they put all the things there. And Palang Vistar and all. Next day morning they see everything is disturbed. All that. तो पुजारी जी हर शाम को 5:30-6 बजे रख कर जाते हैं. Next morning he sees as if somebody stayed there. Everything is felt even now. The Nitya Leela is going on there. So of that Radha, who is Lord Krishna's Atma, I am her Dasi. Tasyaha Dasya Prabhavena Piraha Asman na samsprishet. And for you and I, when we are really studying Shastras, we are never ever missing the God. Dekho, is not this blessing we are going through from last 2 years? And Bhagavan also kind enough that one after the other Purana or Idihasa putting in front of us for our study to be in touch with that Saguna Sakara apart from the Nirguna Upanishad morning class. Is it not that eternal Parabrahma that Lord Rama or Krishna or all other avatars which are from Krita Yuga onwards, while studying them, we are reveling in that devotion. Maybe very micro level, but we are doing more purified we become, more matured we become, more deeply intensely we involve in, the joy also will be like that. The experience of the presence of divinity also will be like that. Therefore, tasyaha dasya prabhavena viraha asman na samsprishetu. I am eternally engaged in a my dasya seva, dasya bhava to that Radhika ji. Therefore, there is no viraha to me. Now she is revealing some more secrets. See, what is Radha? Is what our manovrittis continuously go into the world. Okay, the dhara of the vrittis of the mind, when they are reversed toward the inner heart, Lord Krishna, ulta karo, that dhara only becomes the Radha. है ना? The Radha का उल्टा ही धारा है. So the samsara dhara is that where our vrittis are outside, not toward the Lord, in our heart. When our vrittis, be attentive, turn inside and have that devotion to the Lord in our own heart. Please try to catch the points with quotes. When our manovrittis are introverted and are in the service of Lord in our own heart, that vritti dhara inside us, filled with so much of devotion, that is called as Radhika Rani. Therefore, anyone, anytime can invoke Radha. And wherever Radha is there, there Krishna. Krishna has to come. So wherever the Bhagavad Chintana Vritti Rupi Radha is there, Bhagavan has to come there. So Vritti Dhara towards Bhagavan. Through Bhagavan Leela, Bhagavad Katha, everything is beautiful. Madhuradipate Rakilam Madhuram. Remember, Madhuradipate. So you can revel in Krishna Rupa. Everything is divine. We can revel in thousands of Nama of Krishna name. Every Leela is so enchanting. Every talk which Bhagavan has done is so beautiful. Every of the, what do you say, the teachings Bhagavan has given in Bhagavad and Gita, all of them are Krishna Maya only. So, if you really observe, so much of data is there for us to revel in Krishna Tattva. We are not available for it. We are not yet pure enough to seek the divine joy. We are still like animals, Pashu and all, want only the Pashu Samana Vishaya Bhoga. उससे बाहर आए, then start having the aswadana of the bhakti, then so much is there for us to be with Krishna every moment. So much we can be with Krishna like Radhika, that Krishna also longs to be with us. Like Arjuna is so much with Krishna that Krishna wants to be with Arjuna all the time. There are like particular special jodi hai Krishna Arjuna ka. So now the secret is tasyaha eva amsha vistaraha sarvaha Sri Krishna naikaha. All the Krishna Patnis, 16,008 जो भी है, all of them are the Radha Rani's amsha only. And to all of them, Nitya Sam Bhoga eva asti tasyaha sam mukhya yogataha. So they are all her amsha only, and she is eternally in Krishna devotion. Therefore, actually, every of the Krishna bhaktis basically are in bhakti of Lord only, heart in heart. But inside हम झांक के नहीं देख रहे हैं. So much we are extroverted, so much we are rajoguni, so much hundreds and thousands of projects we made in our mind, and with the millions of desires that we are not able to become introverted to see the Krishna. Like every Indian, Hindu, Sanatana Dharmi, heart in heart is a spiritual person. Because only a jiva with spiritual, all those things, samskara, will be born as a Hindu. नहीं तो कहीं म्लेच्छ बनकर कोई ट्राइबल के रूप में जन्म लेता है. हिंदू बना मतलब इज अ ग्रेट sadhaka bhakta, that samskaras are there in him. But he is so busy in these outer things, not at all going inside. You and I are slowly trying to become introverted. Then we are seeing that divinity. More deep, more intense, nothing but divinity is experienced. So now they see this rahasya. She says, Sa eva sa. So eva sa, she is Krishna only. Then sa saiva asti, and Krishna is her only. Both are not true. And they are so close to each other. In the expression, they are two. एक जीव दो तनु. You understood? One soul in two bodies. Krishna and Radhika played a play of two-ness, but that is Ekameva Dvayam Brahma only. And Vamshi Tat Prema Rupika. That Vamshi Vadanam, Lord Krishna, does only for Radhika. I told you one day, Vamshi were only Radhika, Venugana for all the Gopikas and all the Gaya and Vachre, etc. Murli Gana for the entire Prakriti. He has three songs, three flutes for three different. So Vamshi Tat Prema Rupika. That Vamshi. In that one of the place निधिवन में जो हमको दिखाते हैं, where Lord Krishna's Vamshi, she steals and sings from that. When you listen to those stories, they're very divine. So that Vamshi is that Prema Rupika. They're one without second. Sa eva sa eva sa saiva asti. Sa eva asti. Vamshi tat Prema Rupika. Now, Sri Krishna Nakha Chandrali Sangat Chandravali Smrita. So, one of the Sakhis of Radhika is Chandravali. She is Sri Krishna Nakha Chandrali Sangat. Just she was serving Lord Krishna's Nakha Chandravali. Therefore, she deserved to become the Sakhi of this Radhika Rani. Rupantaram Agrunhana. So she has not taken any other Rupa, still she is there that way. Tayoho Seva Atilalasa. So she is Nirantara Rupena doing the Krishna Radhika Seva there. Then she says Karindiji ki Rukminyadi Samaveshaha Maya Atra Eva Vilokitaha. She says Rukmini Adi, all the Patnis are playing with Lord Krishna. Here I see very frequently. So all are one with Krishna. Krishna takes Bahurupa. He alone becomes Radhika. He alone becomes Chandravali. He alone becomes Rukmini Adi, and he plays with them. That Ekameva Advayam Brahma with his Shakti expressing as two, Bhakta and भगवान के रूप में, प्रेमी और प्रेमिका के रूप में, he is playing that leela. So this beyond intellect wala deep thing, if somebody can feel, then they can lift themselves to that beyond word wala devotion. Like if go to Mathura Vrindavan and you say them, what Krishna Krishna बोलते हो, सब छाड़ो कृष्ण, बैठ मैं तुमको तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद सुनाता हूँ. भृगुर्वैवा रुणिः वरुणं पितरमुपससार अतिः भगो ब्रह्मेति तगं होवाच अन्नं प्राणं चक्षुश्रोत्रं मनोवाचमिति तद्ब्रह्मेति तद्विजिज्ञासस्व तद्ब्रह्मेति सतपोतप्यता सतपस्तप्त्वा. वो लोग laugh करेंगे, like when Uddhav ji gave Vedanta, how the Gopikas laughed at that time, because they are reveling in. We are all talking. Vedanta is not less, but the theoretical Vedanta is like that. A pure Vedanta Anubhavi revels in bhakti. He will not talk that drop bhakti, I will talk to you Vedanta. उनको दोनों में फर्क नहीं दिखता. The pure highest level Vedanti को, like पूज्य गुरुदेव. For him bhakti and jnana same, nirgune nischala nishtha sagune sarasarathi, both are same. But others, if they try to tell, वो लोग कहेंगे we know what it is. We are one with Krishna all the time. That is enough. And that rasa swadhana we can't. है ना, एक छोटा सा भजन करते हुए या गाना गाते हुए, और even saying राधे राधे or telling a small story of Krishna Leela. No, the guides there, the way they revel in Krishna Bhagavan, इतने जन्म साधना करके भी we cannot have that. Observe them. If you are lucky, every guide is like that, good. But if you are lucky, that type of expression they do us. Lucky by our own creation. When we don't doubt those guides, when we properly give them money, when you satisfy them, Krishna speaks through them. When we went to Dwaraka and all, there Dwaraka Nagari mein, that Brahmanas, how wonderfully they explained to us everything. Here also Mathura Vrindavan mein. So their each word is soaked in their devotion to the Lord. So they're all deep in that anubhuti, beyond words. What we are struggling to study through Vedanta, they're already in that joy. So she says, रुक्मिण्यादि समावेशः मया अत्र एव विलोकितः. I have seen रुक्मिण्यादियों के साथ लॉर्ड कृष्ण का समावेश here, and all these are expression of Radhika. I am doing Radhika Dasyam. Therefore, never ever I feel a moment I am away from Krishna, because Krishna is Radhika. Radhika is Krishna's Atma only. फर्स्ट सेंटेंस वही है ना कि तस्य आत्मा रामस्य कृष्णस्य ध्रुवम आत्मा अस्ति राधिका. दैट्स द मेन पॉइंट. So then, for you also, Krishnena viraha naiva sarvataha. For you also, never even a moment there is a separation from Krishna. But kya hua? Kimtu evam na janita. But the sequence of the things correctly you don't know. Become the dasi of the Radhika, and through that you are always in the unison with Krishna. That secret you don't know. Tasmad vyakulatamitaha. That is why you are in Vyakula. Like we are already Brahman, but we are covered by avidya. Therefore we behave like a jiva. Is already rope covered by the ignorance, appearing like the snake. If the ignorance is removed, rope is seen as rope. Where is the snake? So too, if you clearly understand it, you will see you are always in touch with Krishna. The moment that experience comes, all that earlier delusion just goes away. तो युष्माकमपि कृष्णेन विरह नैव सर्वतः. There is never viraha to you also from Krishna. किंतु एवं न जानीथ. This secret you don't know. That Krishna का आत्मा राधिका है. राधिका दास से करो. You are always in Krishna अनुभूति. तस्माद् व्याकुलता मिताः. Now this may be the portion. This may be क्या यही एक portion होगा जिस कारण से in entire Vrindavan, more than saying Krishna Krishna, they all say Radhe 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 Radhe. कृष्ण 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 बोलो ना. कृष्ण मिलते हैं ना राधा मिलती है. क्यों कृष्ण नहीं मिलते? बिकॉज कृष्ण इज विद राधा. राधा क्यों नहीं मिलती? बिकॉज यू आर नॉट कॉल्ड हर. बट से राधे राधे राधे. राधा एंड कृष्ण बोथ यू गेट, because you are calling Radha. She will come, and Krishna is always with Radha. You will find him also. Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Radhe. Really, they're all enjoyable. You can see that depth of devotion gaining when you stay there for a few days. एक Mandala Diksha karo. 40 days stay there, chant, study whole Bhagavatam. If not, at least Dashama Skandha, Krishna Leela, and enjoy. You can feel. Only two jobs. Krishna, Radhe Radhe Radhe, Krishna Krishna bolo, din bhar, after doing the Parayana of the Bhagavatam. Then go to the Mandiras. That's it. इतना करो कितना अंतकरण शुद्ध देवी होएगा. वो सब छोड़कर रनिंग बिहाइंड मनी विद पीपल विद सो मेनी अटैचमेंट एक्सपेक्टेशंस. whomever we are attached to and expecting, everyone are so giving misery only to us, and still we are, दिमाग आता ही अकल आता ही नहीं हमको. That's what she says. किंतु एवं न जानीथा तस्माद् व्याकुलतामिताः. Now एवं एव अत्र गोपीनाम. Like you had that viraha, same happened to the gopikas also. Akrura avasare, when the episode of Akrura happened, where Akrura came and took Krishna Balarama to Mathura. But viraha abhasa eva asit. But they had only abhas of the viraha. Physically, they saw Krishna going away, but they were never separated from Krishna. Then Uddhavena Samahitaha. But when Uddhava was sent by Krishna, when he came and when he talked about Krishna Tattva, etc., Tena Eva, then what happened? They have rediscovered their unity with Krishna, and then they never missed Krishna from there onwards. In the same way, Tena Eva Bhavati Nam Chet Bhavet Atra Samagamaha. With the same Uddhavaji, if you also get the Samagama meeting here, Uddhava Tarhi Nityam Swakantena Viharam Apilapsetha, then you also, the Nitya meeting with that Krishna Paramatma, that Anubhuti will also have. Nitya Vihara with your Kanta Krishna, like I am having, you can also have it. So Radhika lifted their understanding to one level, their devotion to one level. Then she is passing on that baton to Uddhavji. Now Uddhav will take them to the highest level of devotion. In that devotion, all vasanas gone, prarabdha, everything gone. They just reach Lord Krishna. That will be told in the subsequent chapters. These all happened in Brajabhumi. Therefore, Brajabhumi Mahathmyam. One Mahathmya of Brajabhumi is eternally Krishna Leela is going on. Second Mahatma is what? Whoever is discovering that Krishna Leela there through Bhagavatam, they are getting liberated anytime, whether Krishna Avatar is there or not. Means what? Even now a group of us go stay 2-3 years, do only Bhagavata, we will also have oneness with the Lord. भगवान की अनुभूति हम तक होगी. There is no viraha for us, like the Krishna Bhaktiswar feeling. So Suta Uvacha, when then they all heard from her कि उद्धव जी मिल जाए आपको, वो उन्होंने जैसे सांत्वना दिया गोपिकाओं को, तो he can give you also, then you can ever have the oneness feeling with Krishna, who has never left you, is already with you. But the touch has to be done. And nobody can do that greater than Uddhav ji. He is meant for that job. Then Suta Vacha, Suji is telling to this Shaunakadi, they were transported into that mood of Krishna Bhakti, I think. So this says, Eva Muktaha Tutaha Patnyaha. Even this way they were spoken by Kalindiji, Prasannam Punarabruvan. And with so much happiness she was there that Kalindi, to her they again spoke. Uddhava Alokane na Atma Preshta Sangama Lalasaha. So they want to have the Sangama with Lord Krishna, who is the Priyatama to the heart. As Kalindi said, even Uddhava comes and he can talk to you, you will get that joy. They are now interested in having Uddhava Darshana. So they met each other, they expressed to each other, we are missing Krishna. Then together they went to Kalindi. Without hesitation, they have put their dukkha in front of her. When she gave all the information, they grasped. When she again told that Uddhav ka samagam hua, he can guide you to those heights of devotion. Now their attention is when to get Uddhav, how to get Uddhav. So, yenakena prakarena, they want to be one with Lord. That is what is their glory. This is what we have to learn. Do we have that feeling? कुछ भी हो, मुझे भगवान का दर्शन होना है, उनके साथ एकता होना है. That feeling of separation, the dukkha I can't bear. These all Krishna Bhaktis were like that. So great they are. So then they are all in that lalasa. Uddhava alokanena atma preshta sangama lalasaha. आत्मा समान प्रियतम कृष्ण के साथ संगम के लालसा से वो लोग वहां उनसे बात करते हैं. आफ्टर नोइंग फ्रॉम हर दैट उद्धव जी कैन गाइड इन दिस रिगार्ड. अगेन कृष्ण भक्त हो दे सेड धन्य आसी सखी. हो सखी यमुना, यू आर रियली धन्य हो. कांतेन यस्या न एव अस्ति विच्युतिः. Never ever there is separation to you from Lord Krishna. No, yata te swartha samsiddhihi tasya dasyo bhavuvima. So you have got this joy as from this Uddhav ji and Radhika ji. We also are wanting to become the dasa of them. राधिका दास हम भी बनेंगे और उद्धव जी का आगमन का हम भी प्रयत्न करेंगे. Therefore, परम तो उद्धव लाभे स्यात्. अस्मत् सर्वार्थ साधनम. But as per you are telling, हमारा सारा जो एकता with Krishna will have only when we meet Uddhav ji. तथा वदस्व कालिंदी. वो कालिंदी please tell us तत् लाभ अपि यथा भवेत्. How the उद्धव जी का दर्शन होएगा, प्लीज बताइए. Again, this Shaunakadi Muni transported into that devotion. Sutiji again says, Eva Mukta tu Kalindi. When she was asked like this, Kalindi ji, Pratyuvachata taha tatha. She replied to them with all the love. Smaranti Krishna Chandrasya Kalaha Shorsha Rupinihi. Remembering the Shorsha Kala Purna Krishna Paramatma ko Smarana Karte Hue. Kalindi again guides them. Kalindi Vacha. देखो, it's a different tune. कोई ऐसे छंद के बिना ही श्लोक या ये छंद हमको नहीं पता. सो साधन भूमिर बदरी. सो बद्री क्षेत्र is साधन भूमि. व्रजता कृष्णेन मंत्रिणे प्रोक्ता. तो व्रजता कृष्णेन, when the Krishna Bhagavan was leaving this world and going, mantrine to his mantri Uddhavaji prokta was spoken. So Lord Krishna has spoken to his mantri Uddhava while leaving this abode, go to Badrinath and do sadhana, because Badrinath is a sadhana bhumi. So sadhana bhumir badari vrajata krishnena mantrine uddhave prokta. Tatra aste tu sakshat. There that Uddhav ji is there even now also. Tatra aste satu sakshat. What is he doing there? Tat vayunam grahyan lokan. To those who people deserve there, to them the jnanam given by Lord in the 11th Skandha, the Tattva Jnana, Brahma Jnana, in all those, everything Bhagavan gave in those 23-24 chapters, All of that he is teaching to the Rishi, Muni and Bhaktas there in the subtle form. स्थूल रूप में नहीं दिखते वो लोग. So Uddha is doing that. Now the secret is what? Secret is Phala Bhumir Vraja Bhumihi. So the Badrinath, if it is a sadhana bhumi, then this Braja Bhumi is the Phala Bhumi of that sadhana. No, they have all this meaning like this. They say, यमुना जी में जाके नहाओ तो थोड़ा सा आपका अंतःकरण शुद्धि होएगा. Then go to the Ganga Maya, the Gangotri and take bath. Then you will develop the bhakti. Then they say go to Badrinath and you will be doing all the tapasya and dhyana and go to Kedarnath. There you get the phala of moksha. Somewhere they say go to Kedarnath and do all tapasya etc. And in Badri Dhama you get moksha. So these are all different ways the bhaktas know it, and many have done it, they got it. So she says, Badrinath, if it is sadhana bhumi, then this Vraja bhumi is phala bhumi, vajra bhumi. ये जो व्रज भूमि है ये फल है. मतलब यहाँ जन्म लेना ही वो सारे साधना का फल है. बस यहाँ थोड़ा इंट्रोवर्ट हो जाओ, एवरीवेयर कृष्ण 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 सगुण एंड निर्गुण आर देयर, यू विल एंजॉय देम. दत्ता तस्मै पुरैव सरहस्यम. तो लॉन्ग बैक ओनली भगवान कृष्ण ने उद्धव जी को यह रहस्य बता ही दिया कि वो साधन है. ओके नारायण. कृष्णा 7:25, 26. भगवान कृपा से all these disturbances should go very soon. Anyway, so Bhagavan Krishna already told Uddhav ji, that is your sadhana bhumi, this is phala bhumi. Then phalam iha tirohitam sattat iha idanim sa Uddhava alakshaha. Now Bhagavan Krishna himself left this abode and gone. Therefore Uddhav ji staying stula rupena in Badri only, not here in the stula rupa. Point one. Point two, then he will be there always, certainly you can invoke him. According to this saying, कि गोवर्धन गिरि निकटे, there is a place near the Govardhana Giri, Sakhi Sthale. Okay, in that Sakhi Sthala, where with all the Sakhis, Bhagavan Krishna played that Rasa Leela, Tad Rajaha Kamaha. Uddhavji desiring the dust of the feet of all the Gopikas. So, Tatratya Ankura Valli Rupena Aste. Tatratya, वहाँ रहने वाले Ankura, the small, those tender leaves, etc. Then Valli in the form of the creepers, leaves and birds, etc. In the Rupena Aste Sa Uddhavaha Nunam. The very much is there in them behind staying in his own one subtle form. He is there in Badrinath doing all that. Yet he has got also his presence here, always seeking the dust of the Vrajabhumi where the Gopikas etc. walked so that it can fall on him. They are not there, but he knows the feet touched the dust. That dust has got the divinity. हवा उड़ेगा, हवा से धूल आकर गिरेगा, मैं जन्म धन्य होएगा. In that bhava, Uddhav is there in those Ankura and all these creepers, etc. Tatratya Ankura Valli Rupena Aste Sa Uddhava Nunam. So then you want the Uddhavji to come and guide you, no? Therefore, what to do? Atma Utsava Rupatvam. Harina tasmai samarpitam niyatam. इन बद्रीनाथ भगवान ने तो उनको उत्सव मूर्ति बना के रखा है. ओके, तो उद्धव जी का ही वहां 6 महीने का पूजा होता है. इज टेकन टू पांडुकेश्वर एटसेट्रा. देन तस्मात् तत्र स्थित्वा, therefore one form he is there also. Then kusuma sarha parisare savajravihi. So here also he is there in this place very much. Uddhavji, what you have to do is veena mrudangaihi. With the veena, the venu, the mrudangaihi, kirtana, with all the vajan kirtana, kavyadi, then sarasa sangitaihi, utsaha arabdhavyaha. You have to do this thing in that place which I have mentioned. Harihi, Hari, Hari Ata Lokan Samanaya means making a big program, inviting all the people. When you do the big Utsava here, Uddhavaji will come. So what are the things to be done? Veena, Venu, Mridanga, all the instruments. Kirtana, Kavya, Sarasa, Sangeeta is all the vocal. So vocal instrumental way in a big devotional festival when you do Utsavaha Arabdhavyaha, you have to make a big Utsava there. Harirataha Lokan Samanaya, calling all the people. Then what happens there? Tatra Uddhava Alokaha Bhavita Niyatam. Mahotsave Vitate. So Niyatam means with your deep devotion and involvement, Mahotsave Vitate, for a long time, when you do this Maha Utsava, Tatra there Uddhava Alokaha Bhavita. Uddhava's darshana will happen to you. So, Yaushmakinam Abhimata Siddhim Savita. So, your own Abhimata Siddhi to come out of that Viraha Arti from Krishna and to revel in Krishna Tattva all the time, that will be delivered to you. Sa eva Savitanam, because he is the one who can deliver this job. Savita means Prasavita. He is the giver of that thing to you. Yaushmakinam Abhimata Siddhim Savita. He will do the door delivery to of your Abhimata. Abhimata is your desires. Your desire of dropping that viraha and feeling the presence of the Lord and enjoying it. So viraha dukha ek hota hai. वो तो एक अच्छा साइन है to say that we are devoted. But higher than that is what? Ekata ka anubhuti. That I am never away from God. God is never away from me. Is it not? That joy, that trick we have to recognize. And both are in mind, but the earlier one keeps us putting on all bhakti, all the dukkha all the time. But the second one we do, we are happy. Like Gurudev. Gurudev is not there in the body. So we can have the dukkha, re Gurudev. But we can also have his Paranam, the moments we spent with him. Remembering that we are one with him, you can enjoy. With every relations also, like father, mother, they have gone. Now you can feel Vira Dukkha, nahi karke. But you can also remember them, whatever the leelas you had with them, prema and all, or revel karo. So Viraha Dukkha jayega, ekatmata ka anubhav. Now we spoke a wrong examples we gave where we talked at the mind intellect level. But what Uddhava will give them is the Atma Krida, Atma Ratihi. The revelation or reveling or enjoying oneness with Krishna through that Bhagavatadi, Uddhavaji will guide them. So, but Uddhavaji has to come. For that, you have to make this big Utsava. Then what happened? Suta Vacha, have they heard completely understood? Did they do or not? He says, Iti Shrutva, having heard this, Prasanna Taha. They were extremely happy. The Krishna Patnis, Kaldindim Abhivandya, they have done Namaskar to Kaldindi. Tat, then Katayamasu Agatya, Vrajam Prati Parikshitam. They from Yamunaji came back to Rajabhumi. There Raja Parikshit and Raja Vajana were there. They told all these to them. The Parikshit is a pota level. And then this Vajana is par pota ke relation wale hai. So to them, they have spoken what Kalindi said. Then Vishnu Rata to Tachrutva, having heard all this, our great Parikshitito, Prasannaha. He was very happy. Then Tadyutaha Tada. Immediately he has decided to do all the preparations. Tatra eva agatya. Having come from Delhi to this place, tat sarvam karyamasa sattvaram. Without any delay, instantaneously, immediately, all arrangements he made. What arrangements are? The place made ready. for many people to stay with all requirements of, then all the musical instrumentalists, singers, everyone he brought, then पूरा वो क्या कहते हैं डंडोरा पीट के अनाउंस करके all the audience everything brought. The more merrier in Bhagavata generally. So all these arrangements, our great Parikshitji got it done. Then Govardhanath Adurena, not very far away from Govardhana, Vrindaranye, in that Vrindavana, Sakhi Sthale. That name of the place is Sakhi Sthala, where Krishna had Rasa Leela with all Gopikas. Pravruttaha started Kusumam Bodhau in that Vasanta Ratu, Krishna Sankirtana Utsavaha. Doing Utsava of Lord Krishna Sankirtana started in big way. Then Vrishabhanu Sutta Kanta Vihare. The Vrishabhanu Sutta is Radhika ji. Kanta is Lord Krishna Vihare, where both of them did that Vihara, Kirtana Shriya, with the richest of the rich Kirtana, Sakshadiva Samavrutte, Sarve Ananya Drusho Bhavan. When the Kirtana was going on, it was happening with such a deep devotion that other than seeing Radhika and Krishna, nothing else was appearing to anyone. हर जगह हर एक में उनको श्री राधा रानी कृष्ण भगवान ये दो ही दिख रहे थे. साक्षात इव समावृत्ते सर्वे अनन्य दृशः अभवन्. They have become ananya drushti. See, kirtana is going on through the mouth. Instruments are played with the hands and other. All the outer physical things are happening, but for them in their hearts, what is happening? Whether they look into their own hearts, whether they look into their own indriyas, whether they look at each other, whether they look at the trees or mountains and all, आकाश में पक्षियों में जहां भी देखें वन को उनको न केवल कृष्ण राधा यही दो दिख रहे थे, and they are also not two as one. So that deeply, intensely, they were sucked into that kirtanam because of the divinity of that place. Why that specific place told by her? As we said, Bhagavan is doing their Vastavi Leela. Now, these highly devoted people, when they went there and did Maha Utsava of singing, expressing their deservability for the arrival of the Lord who was in Vastavi Leela, at least the Vyavahariki Leela, he has shown to them, in which they could see in and through everything, the Lord alone is playing. They were not saying anything. That's the meaning of Sarve Ananya Drusha Abhavan. अन्य दृष्टि किसी को नहीं थी, सब भगवान के ही दर्शन में रम रहे थे. Then when this way they were intoxicatedly involved in the bhajana, kirtana, पता नहीं कितने दिन कर रहे थे. तथा पश्यत्सु सर्वेषु, as they were that way reveling in that, watching, truna gulma lata chayat, from all the truna gulma lata, truna is the grass, gulma is shrubs, lata from the creeper. So ajagama uddhavaha, उद्धव जी got their prakata. देखो पहले भगवान के भक्त प्रकट होते हैं, then he will help us, guide us in such a way कि either भगवान himself will प्रकट होएंगे या we merge in भगवान. So Uddhav ji came. Ajagama Uddhavaha Sragvi, having beautiful garlands, Shyamaha, in that Shyama Varna, like Lord Krishna, Pitambara Avrutaha, with a yellow clad dress, Gunja Mala Dharaha, having that mala made of the gunjas. Then Gayana, he was singing Vallabi Vallabham Muhu. So making he himself is singing the Krishna Premi Bhajana Kirtana. Uddhava is seen by them coming from those Turuna Lata Gulma. Tad Agamanataha. When he came, they started singing Reje Brusham Sankirtanotsavaha. They did more and more Sankirtana because for the arrival of whom they have done, he himself has come. उनका आनंद उत्साह और भी बढ़ गया. More and more they were celebrating. Then Chandrika Gamataha Yadvat Swatika Attala Bhumanihi. Then when the diamond studded the pillars or the walls are the ground, they themselves are anyway bright, brilliant. But when the moonlight comes and reflects in them, how divine the whole thing becomes. In the same way, they are already reveling in the Krishna Utsava. Chant, char chand lagate usko. When Uddhav ji came, it was more and more divine became. Then Atha Sarve. Now the important sentence is Sarve Sukam Bodho Magnaha Sarvam Visasmaruhu. They were totally drowned in the ocean of bliss. They have forgotten everything. That Ekameva Dvayam Krishna Tattva Ananda. They were all reveling. They have transcended all their own upadhis and the samashti gross upadhi. They were all visasmaruhu, sarvam visasmaruhu, magnaha, sukam bodho magnaha. तो कितना उत्तम उच्च कोटि का उनका ये भक्ति के साथ एक कीर्तन गायन भजन है मानो. And that's why from then onwards, maybe in Bharatavarsha, Vedanta is going on, but not that much as Bhakti. और उसमें भी राम भक्ति शिव भक्ति is going on well, but कृष्ण भक्ति को देखो कितने लोग ये जन्माष्टमी लगाओ वगैरह वगैरह कृष्ण कृष्ण करते हुए. Wonderful. And all are great bhaktas. Please, from today onwards, let us not underestimate, belittle anyone. All are bhaktas, all are sadhakas. In all of them, the Krishna Tattva is there. If we can see Lord Krishna in them, nothing like that. So here, when they were singing the songs that way, extreme devotion, Uddhavji came, then उनका तो और भी आनंद बढ़ा. अतः सर्वे सुखाम बोधो मग्नाः सर्वम विसस्मरुः. So what Kalindi ji has said has really happened, that from that Truna Lata Gulma, Uddhavji came. Now, is it for only them at that time? No. This is even now. If we have that ability, capacity to revel in that Bhakti Gunagana or Bhakti Sankirtana Ityadi, in some or the other Rupa, Uddhavji will come. And in the next chapter, we'll see he is teaching the Bhakti Mahima, Bhagavat Mahima to them. Then Shadena Agata Vijnanaha. Then after some time, they came out of the trance of Bhagavad Anubhuti. Drushtva, they have seen Sri Krishna Rupinam, because Uddhavji has got Sarupyata with Krishna. They were looking like Krishna, wearing the dress also like that. So, Drushtva Sri Krishna Rupinam Uddhavam Pujayan Chakruhu. They have done the puja to Uddhavji. Pratilabdha Manorataha. Because उनका मनोरथ जो है डिजायर था वो फुलफिल हो गया. That they wanted Krishna to Uddhavji to come, give darshan and tell them the techniques by which the bhakti develops, so that the viraha from the Lord goes away positively. Always we are reveling in our unison with the Lord. Is it not? Is it not required for us also? Such an individuality strong we have. Always feeling separation from the Lord, and with the world always raga dvesha, and दुखी isolated होकर अपने आप में हमेशा a frowning face, मुरझा हुआ चेहरा रखकर मरते मरते जी रहे हैं. But imagine all the time we are in Bhagwan's Anubhuti in our heart and everywhere. What an amount of trupti, contentment it is. Should we not have that? Then the only thing for it is what? Again and again, listening to Bhagavatam, studying Bhagavatam, and reveling in the Leelas. But remember, any of the spiritual things give that promised joy when we follow all the rules said. The rules are single-pointedly with devotion and Shraddha. We have to fully, engrossingly do those sadhanas. Problem with all of us is what? Whatever is told by the gurus, we are doing it. But the way they told us to do, that way we are not doing. Like in today's world, गणपति बप्पा कर रहे हैं सब, बट कैसे करना है वो नहीं कर रहे, इसलिए गणपति इज नॉट खुश. जन्माष्टमी दे डू बट नॉट द वे इट इज एक्सपेक्टेड. माता रानी का पूजा कर रहे हैं जगन्नाथा, बट यार करना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है ना, कैसे करना वो इंपॉर्टेंट है. तो वेर इज दैट भक्ति भाव, वेर इज दैट ज्ञानम इन यू, that I am doing the upasana of that Saguna Sakara Lord, who is a Nirguna Nirakara Brahma Rupena, who is the cause of the Sushti Sthiti Laya. ये सारा ज्ञान किधर है? And where is the knowledge that whatever I have got is given by him out of my gratitude to him with total devotion and surrender. I am doing these things without expecting anything from him, only to serve and surrender myself. Not even one person among 10 lakhs who attend those Brahmotsavas, they know it. So we have to empower the people in this jnana, in this paddhati, how the invocations are to be done, puja vidhana, and in that shraddha, in that bhava, when we fill up, already they are doing. To that, when these actual things are added, no, then everyone will have Bhagavat Anubhuti and darshan. There is no doubt at all. So doing is different. Doing with the due paddhati is different. We have to learn that. And paddhati, external paraphernalia, should be done as perfectly as possible. But more than that, independent of that, the internal attitudes of Sharanagati, Shraddha and Bhakti, Dhananyata, they have to slowly created and developed. I have to develop them, I have to create them. With that bhavana, anything which is opposite to that in the heart, called as ashraddha or no prema, or doing it in a mechanical fashion, all of that we have to replace with our fervor, our ardence, our devotion and our shraddha. Then you see, same sadhana invokes Bhagwan. उद्धव जी आ गए तो फिर भगवान भी आने वाले हैं. In this way, most beautiful is this second chapter in which we saw what Vajranabha and Parikshit ji together developed the Mathura Vrindavana whole place by establishing all temples related to Krishna Leela and made the whole Nagari Krishna Bhakti Tatpara. They were extremely happy. So that at the social totality level, everybody were brought into Krishna Bhakti. But here, more deeply, the Krishna Patnis were in the Viraha Dukkha. Kalindi was very happy. She was not because they are dukhi, she was happy. They went and asked, how are you happy? We're all his wives only. Humko dukhi aur tum kyun nahi? She says, I am the Radhika Dasika, Dasi. So I never miss Krishna because Radha is Krishna's Atma. So you also remember, recognize that you're all the Amsha of Radhika only. All the Rukmini also Amsha of Radhika. So that Radhika is not a physical form. That is Ananya Bhava Bhakti to Krishna. Now that will be taught to you by Uddhava as he has done to Gopikas. Now let the Uddhava come. Uddhava creates Radhika in our hearts. In the Radhika we become, we are never away from God. Because when we are Radhika, we need not go behind Lord. He himself comes. And the Radha is the Dhara of Vrittis, Nirantara, toward the Krishna only, throughout the day, whatever we do. The Gopika ने जैसे ना जिसे नारद जी कहते हैं तदर्पिता अखिलाचारता तद विस्मरणे परम व्याकुलता. They live life dynamically, but everything for Krishna. And not even a moment, micro moment, they forget Krishna. They are called Gopikas. So that type of thing Uddhav ji will create in us. Now remember, ये जो कृष्ण पत्नी लोग है, वजनाभ है और परीक्षित, they are now single pointed. They have no two agendas in life. Like we all have 1,000 agendas. One of them is चलो भागवत भी सुनते हैं. They don't have two agenda, only one. बस कृष्ण भक्ति में हमको कृष्ण से एकत्व पाना है, कृष्ण विरह से दुख से हमें दूर होना है. No, we don't want to have the dukkha of separation from Lord Krishna. To them, then, when they did that kirtana, Uddhav ji knows all that, their depth of devotion, surrender and purity, he came. Now they did puja to him. Then how Uddhav ji guides them will be the theme of our next chapter. That we will see tomorrow. Sarvam Krishna Arpanam. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Shri Guru Bhyo Namah Bol. Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai. So we have to do tomorrow half of chapter 3, day after half, then the last day 21st July, the complete thing. तो 21 को मुझे करना है कंप्लीट, करेंगे हम. तो उस दिन भी हमारा अष्टोत्तर पूजा शायद कम होगा. We'll do some भजन कीर्तन, we just do some नाम संकीर्तन. That will be our full marathon of Bhagavatam. 1116 दिन, 1111 भागवत, 5 दिन महात्म्यम. So that would be our offering at the feet of the Lord. Let him decide what he wants to bless us. He knows better than us. चलो, if he asks us, हम बताएंगे. हमको आपके चरण में शरणागति भक्ति और आत्मानुभूति मोक्ष हमको चाहिए. So let him give, let him say तथास्तु. We'll stop here. Tomorrow we'll continue third chapter. And now, Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Gita Sharanam, Shri Bhagavata Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Suta Sharanam Mama, Shri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Narada Sharanam Mama, Shri Kumara Sharanam Mama, Shri Brahma Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Natha Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Natha Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Natha Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Friends, is it okay? Skype. One person, please reply. I can't help it, but still I'm asking. Is the sound audible? Picture okay? Thank you. ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्ति अयं रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मा मुञ्चत करिचित ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भागवतमहापुराणं दशमस्कन्धः उत्तरार्धः अथ चतुष्षष्टितमोऽध्यायः. Friends, we have seen in this chapter 63-62 that Aniruddha Usha Parinayam, in that Banasura Vijayam, in that Lord Krishna's Vijayam on Shankara, and then that Jwara Kruta Sri Krishna Stuti, Lord Shiva Kruta Sri Krishna Stuti, we have seen. And then Lord Krishna blessing that, forgiving and leaving that Banasura because he is Shiva Anuchara and he is also great grandson of his great devotee Prahladji. Prahladji's putra is Virochana. Virochana putra is Bali. Bali's putra is Banasura. So, from that story, we have learned about Krishna Paramatma's Anantatva and his Shakti Samarthya and his Kripa Karuna. Then that Banasura also with Laksha, one Akshavani Sainyam, with so much of the wealth and all, he has sent his daughter Usha with that Aniruddha to Dwaraka. They went there and there Dwaraka was, since they all know this, whatever SMS मिल ही जाता है, they made a big arrangements in the entire Dwaraka Nagari Utsava for the arrival of Buddha with Usha. So that's what the last one is for Rajdhanim, to their own Rajdhani, that is Dwaraka Nagari. Some Alankrutam, very well Alankrita decorated Dhvajai Satoranai Ukshita Marga Chatvaram, with all the Dhvaja, Torana, everywhere it is decorated, and Marga Chatvara Sare Ukshita, very nicely watered and cleaned. Vivesha Shankha Anaka Dunduviswanaihi, with the beautiful sounds of Vijaya, sounds of Utsaha of Shankha and Anaka, they entered. Avi Udyataha Paura Suhrud Vijativihi, welcomed and received by all the Paura, the Puravasins, then Suhrut, all the well-wishers coming from other countries, the Jativihi Brahmanas doing Swagata through the Mantrocharana Ityadi, they were all received. Ya evam Krishna Vijayam Shankarena Sanyugam. So this Krishna Vijaya, Lord Krishna's victory over Banasura, then Shankarena Sanyugam Yuddha with Lord Shiva, Samsmaretu, whoever remembers it, Rataruttaya, early morning Utkar, Natasya Sayat Parajayaha, he will never have defeat in any of his endeavors. And the first victory in every endeavor is the endeavor should be spiritual or divine. है ना? हमारे उद्यमों में पहला विजय क्या है? कौन सा उद्यम आप हाथ में ले रहे हो? कौन सा लक्ष्य को आप ले रहे हो? वो लक्ष्य धार्मिक है, आध्यात्मिक है, पारमार्थिक है, तो पहला विजय होगा और उसमें निरंतर विजय होगा. इफ एनीबडी रिमेंबर दिस, कृष्ण विजय ऑन वाणासुर, कृष्ण शंकर samyugam means war. In that nobody defeated, nobody victorious. भगवान का विजय तो बाणासुर के ऊपर था. शंकर है ना, युद्ध हुआ, विजय का नहीं बोल सकते. वहां भगवान कृष्ण शिव, they are not true. So in this way, this beautiful chapter when we concluded, that's over. Now in the chapter 64 of Dashama Skandha, we see two topics. One topic is Nruga Maharaja Charitra. Nruga, N-R-U-G-A, Nruga Maharaja is son of Ikshvaku only. Small unknown mistake he is done. He is cursed to become a chameleon for thousands of years, from the Ikshvaku Kala till Krishna Avatar. So the Lord Krishna gives him mukti, he does stuti and goes. This is one topic. Now, in the second topic here, Krishna gives a big lecture to entire Dwaraka Vasins along with his own children, to them also, about the glory of Brahmana, and we have to give it to Brahmana all the dana ityadi. We should not take even a penny pie from them. If it is done, Bhayankara Narakadi, Kumbhipakadi, Naraka we go. Example is he. Unknowingly, one cow entered into his cows from a Brahmana. He gave Indana that to the other Brahmana. Then the fighting between both of them came. Then they both left the cow and went. And the dispute was unsolved. This way he is died. When he died, then he is born when he opened eyes as a Krukalasam, like chameleon ki tarah. Yamadutas took him and made him to become like this. So therefore, ब्राह्मणों का कोई भी चीज परिग्रह हमको नहीं लेना. That's a very, very powerful thing. In that 10, 12 slokas, what Lord Krishna talks is very, very humbling us. Very, he comes to such a down level and says, for me, there's nobody Devata, that is Brahmana only. All that beautiful topic it is. So that needs little explanation. Therefore, we do it 2 days. So today, we will try to finish our chanting and explanation of this Raja Nruga Charitra, Krishna Upadesha. We'll try to see tomorrow. Start. ओम अथ चतुष्षष्टितमोऽध्यायः श्रीशुक उवाच एकदोपवनं राजन् जग्मुर्यदुकुमारकाः विहर्तुं साम्ब प्रद्युम्न चारुभानुगदादयः क्रीडित्वा शुचिरं तत्र विचिन्वन्तः पिपासिताः जलं निरुदके कूपे ददृशु सत्त्वमद्भुतं कृकलासं गिरिनिभं वीक्ष्य विस्मितमानसाः तस्य चोद्धरणे यत्नं चक्रुस्ते कृपयान्विताः चर्मजैस्तान्तवैः पाशैः बद्ध्वा पतितमर्भकाः न शक्नुवन् समुद्धर्तुं कृष्णायाचक्ष्युरुत्सुकाः तत्रागत्यारविन्दाक्षः भगवान् विश्वभावनः वीक्ष्योज्जहारवामेन तं करेण सलीलया स उत्तमश्लोककराभिमृष्टः विहाय सद्यः कृकलासरूपं सन्तप्तचामीकरचारुवर्णः स्वर्गद्भुतालङ्करणाम्बरस्रको पप्रच्छ विद्वान् अपि तन्निदानं जनेषु विज्ञापयितुं मुकुन्दः कस्त्वं महाभागवरेण्यरूपः देवोत्तमं त्वां गणयामि नूनं दशामिमां वा कथमेन कर्मणा सम्प्रापितोऽस्यत् अतदर्हः सुभद्रा आत्मानमाख्याहि विवित्सतां नः यन्मन्यसेनः क्षममत्र वक्तुम् श्रीशुक उवाच इति स्वराजा सम्पृष्टः कृष्णेनानन्तमूर्तिना माधवं प्रणिपत्याः किरीटेनार्कवर्चसा नृग उवाच नृगो नाम नरेन्द्रोऽहम् इक्ष्वाकुतनयः प्रभो दानिष्वाख्यायमानेषु यदि ते कर्णमस्पृशं किं नु ते अविदितं नाथ सर्वभूतात्मसाक्षिणः कालेनाव्याहृतदृशः वक्ष्येथापि तवाज्ञया यावत्यः सिकता भूमेः यावत्यो दिवि तारकाः यावत्यो वर्षधाराश्च तावतीरददां स्मगाः पयस्विनीस्तरुणीः शीलरूप गुणोपपन्नाः कपिला हेमशृङ्गीः न्यायार्जिता रूप्यखुराः सवत्साः दुकूलमालाभरणा ददावहम् स्वलङ्कृतेभ्यो गुणशीलवद्भ्यः सीदत्कुटुम्बेभ्य ऋतव्रतेभ्यः तपः श्रुत ब्रह्म वदान्यसद्भ्यः प्रादां द्विजपुङ्गवेभ्यः गोवो हिरण्यायतनाश्वहस्तिनः कन्याः सदासे स्थिररूप्यशय्याः वासांसि रत्नानि परिच्छदान् रथान् इष्टं च यज्ञैः चरितं च पूर्तं कस्यचित् द्विजमुख्यस्य भ्रष्टा गौर्मम गोधने सम्पृक्ता अविदिशा सा च मया दत्ता द्विजातये तां नीयमानां तत् स्वामी दृष्टोवाच ममेति तं मम इति प्रतिग्राह्याः नृगो मे दत्तवान् इति विप्रौ विवदमानौ माम् ऊचतुः स्वार्थसाधकौ भवान् दातापहर्तेति तच्छ्रुत्वा मे अभवत् भ्रमः अनुनीता बुभौ विप्रौ धर्मकृच्छ्रगतेन वै गवां लक्षं प्रकृष्टानां दास्याम्येषा प्रदीयताम् भवन्तावनुगृह्णीतां किङ्करस्याविजानतः समुद्धरतमां कृच्छ्रात् पतन्तं निरये अशुचौ नाहं प्रतीच्ये वै राजन् इत्युक्त्वा स्वाम्यपाक्रमतु न अन्यद्गवाम् अपि अयुतम् इच्छामीत्यपरो ययौ एतस्मिन् अन्तरेयाम्यैः दूतैर्नीतोऽयमक्षयम् यमेन पृष्टः तत्राहम् देवदेव जगत्पते पूर्वं त्वमशुभं भुङ्क्षे उताहो नृपते शुभं न अन्तं दानस्य धर्मस्य पश्ये लोकस्य भास्वतः पूर्वं देव अशुभं भुञ्जे इति प्राहपतेति सः तावदद्राक्षमात्मानं कृकलासं पतन् प्रभो ब्रह्मण्यस्य वदान्यस्य तव दासस्य केशव स्मृतिर्नाद्यापि विध्वस्ता भवत् सन्दर्शनार्थिनः सत्वं कथं मम विभो क्षिपतः परात्मा योगेश्वरैः श्रुतिदृशामलहृद्वि भाव्यः साक्षादधोक्षज कुरु व्यसनान्धबुद्धेः स्यान्मेनुदृश्य इह यस्य भवापवर्गः देवदेव जगन्नाथ गोविन्द पुरुषोत्तम नारायण हृषीकेश पुण्यश्लोकाच्युताव्यय अनुजानीहि मां कृष्ण यान्तं देवगतिं प्रभो यत्र क्वापि सतश्चेतः भूयान्मे त्वत्पदास्पदं नमस्ते सर्वभावाय ब्रह्मणे अनन्तशक्तये कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय योगानां पतये नमः इत्युक्त्वा तं परिक्रम्य पादौ स्पृष्ट्वा स्वमौलिना अनुज्ञातो विमानाग्र्यम् आरुहत् पश्यतां नृणाम् कृष्णः परिजनं प्राह भगवान् देवकी सुतः ब्रह्मण्यदेवो धर्मात्मा राजन्यान् अनुशिक्षयन् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीभागवत शरणं मम श्रीसद्गुरु शरणं मम ॐ श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं दशमस्कन्धः उत्तरार्धः अथ चतुष्षष्टितमोऽध्यायः. Beautiful. See, any number of Bhagavatas, Kathas, Ramayanas we listen, the basic purpose is our mind and heart should soak in devotion to the Lord, and that Lord should be entering into our hearts and let Him rule our hearts. And we surrender to Him in our heart, let Him rule our hearts. Through that, let Him guide us in our life. And what is the guidance at the outer level? Let us do the dharma vyavahara. Wherever required, let us do some of the seva as per possibility. And in the outside also, upasanadi of Bhagavan we involve in. And more spiritually, we see the shravanadi of the tattva jnana. Inside, same thing. We are reveling in Bhagavad Gunagana, Bhagavad Mahima, and day in and day out, continuously the tears in our eyes to come out of devotion to God, or transcending all the Vyashti, Samashti, Stula, Sukshma, Karana, Upadhis, reveling in that Brahmatmaikya Modha. ये पाने के लिए we are seated here just at the LKG basic level, only gathering information. This information should become knowledge, confirmation, knowledge, lead to inspiration. Truly, we have to learn to live all the time only in the divinity. Just like we saw in that Vrindavanam, how all of them were in that Bhajana Kirtana, Ananya ho gaye wo log. Other than Radha Krishna Darshanam, they never had anything else. You know? This should be our desire. If this has not happened in us, means our Bhagavata and other Purana and Vedanta Shravana has not been sufficiently done. We have to go on listening. All this, till this happens. What? The Sankalpa, the Kamana, the desire, that either in Bhakti Ekata or in the Jnana Ekata, I must revel in. Bhakti में शरणागति में या ज्ञान में एकता में मुझे रेवल होना है. And little higher level में only that one we should seek, exclusively that one. Seek the truth, seek the Sharanagati at the feet of Lord. Nothing means nothing. ऐसे स्थिति आने तक we have to go on listening Shastra. If we stop listening to Shastra, then we will never get the information also about the possibility of living such a noble, dignified, highly evolved divine life. Because we are not listening to Shastra, then we listen to Ashastra, kuch to sunna hai. And in that, world alone is real. World has given out the bhoga, therefore desire the world. And by hook or crook, by begging or borrowing or stealing, get the things and beings of the world, then not knowing that all that we are doing is papa, then we are subjected to all lower worlds and the Naraka. No, ये हमारे दिमाग में बैठना चाहिए. If I am not doing spiritual things, I am doing those things which will bind me for further Janma Marana. And if those doings are Adharva and Papa, I will be given all the dukkha also. Why that Javela Janjat? And slowly, steadily enter into only spiritual mood and spiritual mode and spiritual track. That's it. No, the great bhaktas whom we salute, of the ancient times or this time, they have reached to that level. That's why they have become famous. Therefore, we worship them, do namaskar to them. And they were also like us at one time. Slowly, they did it. They have transmuted or transformed themselves into metamorphosizing themselves from a pakka samsari to the pakka bhakta or jnani. बनना है. Revel in that prema ananda of the Lord, bhakti ananda of the Lord, tattva ekata wala ananda. Like when we are seeing the Uddhavajwala Katha, Kalindi and Krishna Patni's discussion, didn't we feel that joy for that fraction of moment? That is a true pure joy. That is a joy of love, joy of devotion. How tasty it was, how beautiful it is. Should we not revel in all that? Or we are in a miserable state for the world's desire and they are never fulfillable? How much our people make us happy by giving whatever we want. Still, we are such a greedy, stupid fellows. We want more, more, more. We are all morist. भोगी भी है और लोभी भी है. काहे का जिंदगी है यार. At the end of it, what? Kimahagam sadhuna karavam kimahagam papam akaravam iti. Only these two regrets. Sin of omission, not doing what's to be done. Sin of commission, doing what's not to be done. दिमाग यूज करना है हमको जो भगवान ने दिया. You have to see the world, see the Shastra, who have evolved, who have devolved. Take the evolutionary path. These kathas will guide us. कथा सुनना शुरू करोगे, शास्त्र सुनना, ये सारा मिस हो जाएगा then. How we become our own bitter enemies? Only by one way, not listening to Hari Katha, not listening to Tattva Katha. But this much you do, you will destroy yourself. Anyone. You want to destroy yourself? Don't listen to Bhagavan Katha, Saguna Nirguna, enough. The rest is taken care, automatic. The all useless people, equal useless like you, take you and they'll put in your mind all the Arthakama Asakti and you become addicted to them and to fulfill them you will involve in all papa etc. involve. There तुम्हारा जो चाहत वाला अधोगति हो गया. तथास्तु. Oh no, we don't want that. Swamiji, what are you talking? You should not say like that. Then what do you want? Oh no, we don't want all those sufferings. We want to revel in pure joy, pure happiness, sense of fulfillment, sense of completeness. ऐसी बात है? So then revel in Shastra Katha, revel in Bhagavata Katha, revel in Tattva Katha. Wherever you are able to tune to. Is it not? Subject is important. You should be able to enjoy that. And if you are able to enjoy it, that then whoever that Bhakta, be respectful and reverential to him, become a devotee, so that the Jugalbandi, the subject is of your liking, and to the speaker you are a devotee. Devotee means you have at least goodwill. Together, what happens? The receiving from that Mahatma, whatever he is speaking, happens without any obstruction. And it does the job which you want of creating that single pointed devotion to the Lord. Merato Girdhar Gopal, I have nothing to worry. So, to their teachings only revealed to us our own Tattva Jnanam. In the revelation of Tattva Jnanam, there is nothing other than Brahman. That Brahman is me. Then, what is there for me to be desiring for, to get disappointed, to get frightened, to become miserable? Oh, होता ही नहीं, वो सब निकल गया. Like when we wake up from the dream, there are no dream police, there's no dream chasing, there's no catching me, there's no beating me, putting behind the bars. सारा संसार जब तक सपने में है, उठे तो जीरो. Same way, when we awaken to the self, all this samsara, that I am an individual, these upadhyukta, and these are my related positively, they are negative, so I must attach to them and do this, that, with them, this. This ahankara, then dvaitata with the world, raga dvesha with the world, samsara. Everything gets wiped off. There's no other way. Okay. So now we have chanted the chapter, few shlokas. Let us see the meaning of it. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Atha Chatushtashtitamodhyaya Dashamaskandha Uttarardha Srimad Bhagavata Mahapuranam. We just spoke for 5 minutes to say why we are studying all this भागवत एंड गीत. पता होना चाहिए ना क्यों पढ़ रहे हैं, क्या उससे मिलना चाहिए और उसका महिमा क्या है. Once in a while when we refresh ourselves, then we not only recognize the purpose and then we become more tuned. नहीं तो रूटीन भूल जाते. Like in all तीर्थ यात्रास, when you stand in line for Bhagwan's darshana, especially in Vaishnu Mata or in Tirupati, huge line. So suddenly people lose sight of, because long time what for they have come, start talking to each other. Suddenly उसमें से कोई वो बोलते हैं, प्रेम से बोलो जय माता दी. Then all remember, अरे यार we have come for माता रानी का दर्शन. Here also गोविंदा गोविंदा. Everybody remember, हाँ 10 minutes गोविंदा चलता है. Then सब थक जाते हैं. Again they forget गोविंदा. They are in the line. They remember all the world, samsara, office, business, family, शादी वगैरह. Then again somebody says Govinda, Govinda. So I have to, in between, I have to say Govinda, Govinda. Is what we are doing through these Bhagavata and Upanishad classes. What is the net expected outcome of it? How we have to transform ourselves and how beautiful the transformation of ours to become a great devotee, surrender and also ज्ञानी of the आत्मा वस्तु. बीच बीच में थोड़ा चाबी देने से हम फिर से रिफ्रेश हो जाएंगे. Okay. Now, kathas can be any. Important are only two. One, Bhagwan. Second, Bhagavad Bhakti. And the Bhakti comes when we know Bhagavad Mahima. Bhagavad Mahima is there in the managing the whole universe, also in my life. When I recognize that His Mahima alone is making everything happening, and then our devotion surrender to Him becomes unconditional, complete. Today morning, our Telugu people, beautifully we were, yes, Sarvagnya Sarvavito, yasya Yesha Mahima Bhuvi. दिव्ये ब्रह्मपुरे हेश व्योम्नि आत्मा प्रतिष्ठितः मनोमयः प्राणशरीरनेता प्रतिष्ठितोऽन्ये हृदयं सन्निधाय यत् तद्विज्ञानेन परिपश्यन्ति धीराः आनन्दरूपमृतं यद्विभाति विद्यते हृदयग्रन्थि छिद्यन्ते सर्वसंशयाः क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि तस्मिन् दृष्टे परावरे हिरण्मये परे कोशे विरजे ब्रह्मनिष्कणं तच्छुभ्रं ज्योतिषां ज्योतिः तद्यदात्मविदो विदुः न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रः न तारकं न इमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्ति प्रभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिमं विभाति ब्रह्मैव एव पुरस्तात् ब्रह्म पश्चात् ब्रह्म दक्षिणतश्चोत्तरेण अधश्चोर्ध्वं प्रसृतं ब्रह्म एव. What a beautiful that Vedanta can be spoken in the devotional way. Devotion can be connected to the Vedanta. They are not two actually. ये विचारात्मक है, विचारणात्मक, ये भावात्मक, बट अनुभूति तो दोनों का एक ही है. Just to remind you that. Mahima. So Bhagavad Mahima, when we know through Katha, then Bhakti towards the God grows. In the Bhakti, when you do Saranagati, two things happen. One, we will see everything He is taking care of us. Second, everything He takes care, including our moksha. Now, अथ चतुष्षष्टितमः अध्यायः श्री शुक उवाच. एकदा, एक बार क्या हुआ, सुखदेव जी टेलिंग परीक्षित जी, उपवनम जगमुः ए राजन, ए राजा परीक्षित. They went to the Upavanam near Dwaraka Nagari, the outskirts, the Upavana, small forest. Who? Yadukumarakaha, the Lord Krishna's children. They all went. And all others who are they? Why did they go? Vihartum. उनको लगा चलो घूमने जाते हैं विहार के लिए. सांबा प्रद्युम्न चारु भानु गदाया, चारु भानु गदादया. Samba is Jambavati Putra, Pradyumna is Rukmini Putra, Charubhanu is that Satyavama Putra, and Gadadayaha, and Gada is Rohini Putra, somebody. So they all went घूमने के लिए और भी थोड़े लोग थे. Then क्रीडित्वा सुचिरं तत्र, for long time they played there. विचिन्वन्तः पिपासिताः जलम. They were very tired, thirsty. They were looking for water. They were not as intelligent like us, taking all the Bisleri bottles or water can. उन दिनों में तो होते थे वगैरह पानी के source. So they were very thirsty. Then विचिन्वन्तः पिपासिताः. Then they went to a well. When they looked into that well, jalam nirudake. There was a well, but there is no udaka, kupa. In that kupa, there is no water at all. but some adbhutam they saw there. What did they say? Dadrushuhu Sattvam Adbhutam. A wonderful living being they saw there. Some living being. What is it? Krukalasam. Krukalasa is chameleon. It belongs to that crocodile as well as this, what do you call, वो फैमिली में लिजर्ड वगैरह के वो फैमिली में रहता है, उस तरह के रहता है chameleon, है ना. Krokolasam girinibham. It was very big, huge, like a mountain only. Big sized it is. Girinibham Viksha Vismita Manasaha. They are very extremely surprised there, seeing that. Then Tasya cha Uddharane Yatnam Chakrote Kurvaya Anvita. They just thought it has fallen in that well or kupa. Unknowingly, they out of their compassion, Kurvaya, tried to bring that Kurkalasam out of that well. For that, what did they do? Charmajaihi Tantavaihi. With the skins, they made some tantu. Also Pashaihi. With other things, they made the ropes, etc. Badva, Patitam, that fallen thing, these Arbakaha, the children of Krishna, tried to pull that. But na ashaknuvan samudhartum. They could not pull it out. They were all tired. Itne log bhi milkar. Then they ran and told Krishna, Krishnaya achakyuhu utsukaha. With all utsaha, they went and told Krishna. No, ye kab hua? It must have happened earlier because they are all Arbakaha. अभी तो अनिरुद्ध का भी शादी हो गया पिछले चैप्टर में, थोड़ा सा आगे पीछे आप समझ लेना. ये अनिरुद्ध का शादी हुआ तो कृष्ण भगवान तो दादाजी है, वो पर दादा, हाँ दादा, अनिरुद्ध इज फादर, अनिरुद्ध के बाद प्रद्युम्न का. So it might have happened when they were in children time, or maybe even now. But the story is this: they went and told Krishna, Krishnaya achakyu utsukaha. With all the utsaha, they went and told Krishna. Then what happened? Tatra agatya aravindakshaha. That lotus-eyed Lord Krishna, he came there. Bhagavan, Vishwabhavanaha, the creator and the beloved and the one who helps the world. Such one, Viksha, he looked at and he found that Krukalasam. Then Ujjahara, he lifted it. Vamena tam karena salilaya. With a left hand, just like that, effortlessly, he lifted that huge Krukalasam and kept, having brought it out of that kupa or the vapi or the well. Then Saha, that Krukalasam, Uttama Shloka Kara Avimrushtaha. The moment he was touched by the hands of the Lord Krishna, who is a praiseworthy Uttama Shloka, Vihaya, Sadhya Krukalasa Rupam, giving up that Krukalasa Rupa, the chameleon form, he became a divine Purusha. How? Santapta Chami Kara Charu Varnaha, very purified gold form, he has appeared. Swargi, like a devata of the Swarga, Adbhuta Alankarana Ambara Srak, with all the Alankaranas, with all the Avaranas, and Ambara, the cloth, Srak means garlands. The great dress, great garlands, great Abhushana in the golden uniform, like a devata Rupa he had. Krukalasa immediately became like that. Then Bhagavan knows who is he, because Sarvagnya hai Bhagavan. So Papracha Vidvanapi Tat Nidanam. So all his details, Bhagavan, even though knows, he just asked her. He asked Janeshu Vikyapaitu Mukundaha, because he doesn't want to claim that I know everything, etc. He wants him only to tell his own story. So Papracha Vidvanapi Tannidanam Janeshu Vikyapaitu Mukundaha. The Lord wants them to know the story behind. Let it come out of his own mouth. Then it's a first-hand information. No, when he himself gives the whole story, why he has become this, what made him that get that curse, etc. It becomes a good lesson. Therefore, as if he doesn't know, Bhagavan खुद ही पूछते उनको, कहा त्वं महाभागा, oh great you, who are you? Varenya Rupaha, such a divine form you are in a Deva Uttamam Tvam Ganayami Nunam. I to consider, understand, accept you to be one of the Uttama Loka of the Devata Loka. You are from there. So Dashami Vamba Katamena Karamana Sambramidaha. What karma brought you to this Dasha of the Krukalasam? Asya Samprapitosi Atatarhaha. You don't deserve seeing your divine form of Subhadra, the all auspicious you. Therefore, Atma Anama Akhyahi. Tell about your story. Vivittatamnaha. We want to listen. Yen Manyasenaha Kshamam Atra Vaktum. If you think we deserve to listen from you, अब बताओ कौन हो, कहां से आए, आपके रूप देखकर आप तो लगते हैं दिव्य पुरुष हो, लेकिन क्या कर्म किया जिसके कारण you became this chameleon. Krishna knows, but he just wants others to know from his own mouth. Bas. Then Sri Shugavacha. Sukadeva tells to Parikshitji, Itisma Raja Samprishtaha. That Raja, when he was asked like this, his name was Nruga. Krishnena, my Lord Krishna, Anantamurtina, who is the infinite forms are his only. Madhavam Pranipatya Aha. Having doing that Sastanga Pranama to Lord Krishna, he spoke. Kiritina Arkavarchasa, whether Surya Kanti Kirita, he touched the feet of the Lord Madhava and did that Pranapati Namaskaram. Then he spoke to him. Then Nruga Vacha. What did he say? Ki Nrugo Nama Narendra Aham. I am a king by name Nrugaha. And Ikshvaku Tanaya Prabhu. I am one of the children of Ikshvaku. Ikshvaku has got lot of children. One of them is Nruga. पीछे से दूसरे चौथे होते हो. ऊपर से बहुत सारे हैं. He has got 10 or more children. तो Ikshvaku Tanaya Aham. So Ikshvaka Putra, my name is Nruga. I am a king. Then Danishu Akhyayamaneshu. Whenever the list of the datas, you might have heard, यदि थे कर्णम स्पृशम, याद करो आप, मेरा नाम आपको सुनाई दिया होगा. No, you and I must know now. In that Danam, because of some reason we listen about Karna, but the great datas are Bali and this Rajan Nruga. Ikshvaku Tanaya, very famous for his Danam. In the next 5-6 slokas, we will see how extensive, how great was his Dana. He himself is telling. First he says, पता तो होगा आपको दाताओं के लिस्ट में, you might have seen my name. And what किम नु ते विदितम नाथ अविदितम. What is that, O Lord? You doesn't know. सर्वभूतात्म साक्षिणः. You are the sakshmi of all the beings. You are the self of all the beings. सर्वभूतों का आत्मा हो आप, सर्वभूतों की साक्षी हो. What is that which you do not know? You know everything. Kalena avyahata dushaha. The time or the mind or Maya never takes away your vision or knowledge. Even though it happened in Ikshvaku Kula long back, still you know all the things. You are Sarvagna, Sarvakaleshu. Therefore, you know everything. Vakshe athapi tava agnya. So you are asking, I take as agnya. Therefore, I am telling you, even though I know you know about me, about all these things. So that Nruga has discovered, because he got that thing, Krishna will touch you, then you become again at the Devata रूप. तो ये सब उनको शाप विमुक्ति का तो बताते हैं. तो he knows you are the Lord, you know everything. I need not tell yet because you are asking. It's an agnya to me. I am doing the varnana. Now he is telling his story why he has become Kukulasam. So see that he is explaining to all of us and to the children of Krishna and many others have gathered by that time. He says, Yavatyaha Sikataha Bhumehe. As many as the dust particles are there on the Bhumi, Yavatya Divitarakaha, as many stars are there on the sky, then Yavatya Varshadharaha cha, how many drops it rains, when it rains, the number of drops, Tavatihi Adadamsma Gaha, so many cows I gave in Danam. अब देखो, and if it is wrong, Krishna would have questioned him. एक द मीनिंग क्या है, अनंत संख्या में उन्होंने गो इत्यादि का दान किया. मेनली गोदान कहने वो, बाकी सब आगे आएगा. नो फर्स्ट इज व्हाट ही हैज गिवन, ही गिव. एंड दीस cows, and what sort of the cows are the cows like the Nachiketa's father Vajashrava was giving? No, he gives the type of the cows. What he gave? Godanam. Which type of cows? In this shloka. To whom he gave? In the next 2 shlokas. So that tells us what dhanam we have to do and to whom we have to do, with what attitude. An aspect will be educated to us. We can get a knowledge. So Payasvini, so full of the milk giving. How? Taruni, very young cows they are. Sheela Rupa, born in the great good breed. Then Guna Upapannaha, in their color, in their every expression, they have all the gunas. Well health, well built, good breed, and colorful. So giving milk and young cows I gave. वो कितने ऊपर जो संख्या होता है, as many stars, as many dust particles, as many drops of rain. Kapilaha, Kapila Varna Gav, very rare it is. Then Hema Shrungihi, to every the cow, to their Shrunga, सोने का जो है कैप लगाकर. Then न्याय अर्जिताहा, these have not looted from someone. देखो हम भी बहुत दान करते हैं, बट 2 नंबर का पैसा जो ब्लैक मनी इधर उधर चोरी छुपी करके करते हैं, दैट वी गिव दानम. उससे कोई दान नहीं कहते, उससे पाप का मुक्ति थोड़ा होता होगा, लेकिन पुण्य नहीं मिलेगा उससे. स्वयं अर्जित धन देने से ही पुण्य होता है. इससे थोड़ा पाप घटेगा, क्योंकि यू हैव गिवन दैट मनी, इट गोज टू द पर्सन फ्रॉम हुम यू टुक. in an illegal manner or unfair manner. ये चेन ऐसा चलता है. पाप से कमाया हुआ धन का दान करने से पुण्य नहीं मिलता, थोड़ा शायद पाप घटता होगा. Therefore, what is best? Don't at all earn the money by papa. Because how much ever you do the dana, it only washes the papa, it doesn't make it a punya. And if you don't give it, then you will suffer only the result of that papa. Then to get the punya, as he says here, nyaya arjitaha, all legally, properly earned only everything. No, the whole country is now busy. July 31 is coming. The IT returns भरना है, कौन से सीए को पकड़ना है, कैसे इधर उधर करना है. न्यायार्जिताः. Then रूपी अखुराः, रूप्य खुराः, to the खुर में, पाँव में, सबको सिल्वर, रूप्य में सिल्वर का जो कैप लगाया नीचे, सपोर्ट. सवत्साः, all cows with the vatsa, है ना, with that calves. Then dukula mala avaranaha, with so much of the dukula vastra on them, garlands and avaranaha, variety of ornaments or the necklaces, etc., put on the neck of those cows. Dadau aham, I have given. Not only I gave cows, but I gave these type of great cows, well decorated with clothing and avushanam, etc., etc. हो गया. क्या दिया? गाय. कैसे वाले? ये वाले. किसको दिया? Which is very, very important. Wonderful it is. I really like this. To whom he has given? He has given to Sualankritebhyaha. Sualankritebhyaha means the one who have made themselves alankrita with their own the following of the tradition. Sualankritebhyaha guna shilavadbhyaha, who have great gunas and great character. Shilavadbhyaha. Then Siddhat Kutumbebhyaha, those who are very in poverty. Siddhat Kutumbebhyaha, but Rutavratebhyaha, but taken up the vrata of living the life of Rutam, not Anrutam. In fact, कौन है सब को पूरा मिलकर लास्ट में बताएंगे. तपश्रुता, तपा करने वाले, श्रुता वेद पढ़ने पढ़ाने वाले, ब्रह्मा, then vadanya sadhyaha. So those are always themselves also with whatever they have given in charity. Then pradam yuvabhyaha dvijapungavebhyaha, to all the young brahmanas, dvijapungava, the best of the young brahmanas, I have given all that, and those brahmanas were having these gunas. Swalankritebhyaha. Swalankrita means as a brahmana with all the yagnopavita, everything is put. Then Gunashilavadbhyaha, by gunas as told in Gita, I say Shamodamastava Shaucham, Shanti Rajavacha, Jnanam Vijnanamastikam, Brahma Karma Svavajam. So, जो अच्छे ब्राह्मण के अलंकार में है, गुण है, शील है और बहुत गरीब है, फिर भी अपने रुत सत्य को फॉलो करने का व्रत नहीं छोड़ा, वो लोग ऑलवेज तपस्या करने वाला, वेद सुनने और सुनाने वाले हैं. और वदान्य, whatever they have, with that they are ready always to do the dana. To such young brahmanas, I gave all these. Means priority में सबसे पहले वो. Once they are given, then remaining to others. Wonderful, no? So there are in this world brahmanas, पुजारी मंदिरों में है ना. थोड़ा इंक्वायरी करके जितना आपका थोड़ा शेयर करो. This is what goes with us as punya. This thing we have discussed many a times and keep doing it. Put that effort. जाओ मंदिर में नमस्कार करो पुजारी जी को. कुछ भी वहाँ, whatever for his lives, safety, security required, you give. तो ये सच्चे बड़ा दानी है नृग राजा. Then what was he giving other than the cows? Go means cows, bhu means bhumata, hiranya gold, ayatana houses, ashwa horses, hasti elephants, kanyaha the women for the kanyadanam, sadasihi दासियों को भी, तिला the tilaka, rupya the silver, shayaha the places are sleeping, palang वगैरह, vasamsi the clothes, ratnani the diamonds, jewels and all, parichadanu all the other ornaments, etc., rathanu the chariots, all these I gave in दान. अब देखो दान में क्या क्या दे सकते हैं, तो नृग चरित्र से हमको पता चल रहा है. Then ishtam cha yagnaihi charitam cha purtam. Not only all these I have done, but through those brahmanas I have got done so many of the ishta. This Kruchna Chandrayana, the variety of yajnas I have done. Purtam, I also have done the social work of serving the praja, being a king. So Raja Nruga appears to be such a great. और इतना किया कर क्या हुआ, फिर उतना प्रजा भी थे उस समय. Being highly powerful, we think we कलयुग only 140 करोड़ हो गया, 42 और बहुत बढ़ गया पॉपुलेशन. ना 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 उन दिनों में करोड़ों करोड़ तभी पॉपुलेशन होता था. अब देखो टुडे ओनली विल सी when that Shardular Sukha tells Ravana about the number of सैन्य of the Vanaras, करोड़ों 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 कहेंगे. अब वानर ही इतने हैं तो ड्यूरिंग राम काला मनुष्य कितने होंगे. So the praja always are there. Not that we are more now populated. पापियों का संख्या बढ़ रहा है. That way populated is correct word in English. Population. Then having explained, now he says, what's the story behind his becoming Krukulasam? Ki kasyachit dvijamukyasya, of one of the important Brahmana, Bhrashta Gauhu, a cow got separated from its own group, Mama Godhane Samprukta. It has come and joined in my khajana of all the cows, which I give for dhanam. Avidusha sacha maya dattadi jate. Not knowing that I was not aware, another Brahmana when he came to him in dana along with all the cows I gave. तो बस सोचा उनको 100 गाय देना था, दे दिया. वो 100 में ये भी आ गया. Which I was not known. I never knew. पता होता तो सेपरेट करके जिसका ओरिजिनल था उनको मैं दे देता. अनजाने में हुआ. And he has not taken the cow for his thing. No, दान ही दिया उन्होंने. So, what's the story? One Brahmana's cow joined his herd of cows which he was giving dhanam. Not knowing that it is that Brahmana's, he gave to another one. Another Brahmana in dhanam these cows and this cow also. एक ही था गाय. दे दिया. That Brahmana also might have a lot of cows. All that we don't know. Then what happened ki Samprukta avidusha sacha maya datta dvijate. Then tam niyamanam, when the cow given by me, this new Brahmana to whom I gave, when he was taking that cow, tat swami društva uvacha mama iti tam. The owner of that cow originally saw it, he said, ये मेरा है. Because they know it ना, daily उनका सेवा करते हैं, तो भाई रंग and all that they know. So मेरा cow है, मेरा गाय है. That original Swami said. Then mama iti pratigrahi aha. But this another Brahmana says मेरा है. Who took it from me and कहा नृग में दत्तवान. राजा नृग ने दिया, भैया ये मेरा है. He said. अब देखो what a dilemma it is. It belongs to that earlier Brahmana, no doubt. He is the real owner of it. Owner को स्वामी कहते हैं. Now the Raja has given to him, तो इनका भी होगा वो. अब देखो कैसा डायलेमा है. This Raja came to know and he tried to sort it out. Why नहीं हो? तो क्या हुआ कि विप्र विवद मानव माम उचतु. Then after some argument with each other, they came and spoke to me. So अर्थ साधको, they put the case in front of me. अब हमारा काम हमको दे दो. अब देखो दोनों को किसको देवे? तो भगवान दाता अपहरता ही थी. एंड एक तो कह रहा है आपने मेरा चोरी किया, दूसरा कह रहा है चोरी किया वो आप मेरे को दे रहे हो. नो बोथ ऑफ देम स्टार्टेड ब्लेमिंग हिम. तच्छ्रुत्वा में अभवत भ्रमः. इन माय लाइफ नेवर इट हैज हैपेंड. मेरे को तो चक्कर आ गया सुनकर. Nrugaraja is telling Krishna and all Krishna Santana and all the Praja assembled a story. Then Anunito Bhau Viprau. I have tried to do the Anunayan of them, to console them, to compromise them, to do that compensation somehow. समझा बुझाने का बहुत कोशिश किया. धर्म कृष्ण गते न भाई. With all the possibilities, following all dharma, I tried to make them happy, pacify. What I offered, Gavam Laksham Prakrushtana. 1 lakh best of the cows I will give. Any one of you, please part with that cow. Give up your right on that. It's a very sublime dharma it is. आपका आज के दिन तो कोई ऐसी बात ही नहीं करते हैं. It can never be caught. That's called dharma sankata it is. ओनर है वो, ना किसी को दान दिया उसने बेचा, therefore it is his only. No, to this Brahmana, Raja gave him dhanam, therefore it belongs to him. No, it's a dharma sankata. अब करेगा क्या राजा? है ना? He cannot take from him because एक बार दान दिया तो you can't take it. It's not so easy. उन दिनों में ऐसा रूल्स असूल होते थे. He was in such a dharma sankata. He kept an option. Gavam laksham, that also prakrishtanam dasyami esha pradiyatam. So one of them just forego the rights. I give best 1 lakh cows. एक के लिए 1 लाख. अब देखो सुनकर भवन्तौ अनुगृह्णीताम, प्लीज यू टेक दिस 1 lakh cows किंकरस्य अभिजानतः and भवन्तौ अनुगृह्णीताम, प्लीज डू द अनुग्रह टू मी, I am your sevaka अभिजानतः, without knowing this mistake has happened to me. Samudharat mam kruchrat, from this difficulty dharma sankata, please lift me up. Tat patantam niraya ashachau, otherwise I will fall in naraka with this papa. वो ब्राह्मणों को क्षमा करते हैं तो नो पाप, बट दे आर नॉट रेडी. दे से मेरा है मेरा है. अब देखो क्या परेशानी है इनका. सी समुद्धरत माम कृच्छ्रात पतंतम निरे अशुचौ, आई एम गोइंग टू फॉल इन द अशुचि नरका, प्लीज प्रोटेक्ट मी, टेक 1 lakh cows एंड गिव अप योर राइट्स, एनी वन ऑफ यू. क्योंकि एक ने छोड़ दिया वे दूसरे का हो गया. प्रॉब्लम इज सॉल्व्ड. देनो ना हम प्रतीचे वै राजन, आई डोंट वांट दोज 1 lakh cows, यही चाहिए. इति उक्त्वा स्वामी अपवाक्रमत, द ओरिजिनल ओनर ऑफ दैट काउ, द स्वामी ब्राह्मण, ही वेंट अवे. मेरे को तो वही चाहिए. आई डोंट वांट 1 lakh. We went naham pratiche 1 lakh cows. Then na anyat gavampi aitam ichchami at ita para yayau. And the other one ita aparo, other brahmana also. ये जो 1 लाख के ऊपर आप और 10,000 भी जोड़ के दो, मेरे को नहीं चाहिए करके he also said, left that cow and went. No, cow leaving नहीं, राजा is not celebrating. अच्छा हो गया दे दिया उन्होंने, मैं और किसी को दे सकता हूँ. This is in the modern mental mind. ऐसा नहीं हो. It is not his because he has given dana. Now it has to belong to one of them, but by mistake now it belongs to both. The सबसे problem क्या है भाई? He Raja cannot own it, and both of them left and went away. Then the cow has died there without nobody to take care, without anybody to take care. तो cow के लिए भी problem है ना वहाँ, महापापम. देन क्या हुआ उसके बाद? ना अन्यत गवामपि अहितम इच्छामि इति अपरः ययौ. तो ये तो डिस्कशन चल ही रहा था, बुढ़ापन हो गया, आई कांट सॉर्ट इट आउट ओनली. ये तस्मिन अंतरे, देखते देखते मेरा मरण का काल आ गया. याम्य ही दूत ही नीता यमक्षयम, by the Yamadutas I was taken to the place of Yamaraj. Yamena prushta tatraham. हे देवदेवा, हे जगतपते, ओ लॉर्ड ऑफ लॉर्ड, ओ कृष्णा, आई वाज आस्क्ड बाय यमधर्मराज, क्या है? पूर्वंतम अशुभम मुंक्षे उताहो नृपते शुभम. ओ राजा, फर्स्ट यू वांट टू एंजॉय द रिजल्ट ऑफ द पुण्य डन बाय यू और द पाप डन बाय यू. यमराज ने ऑप्शन दिया इस राजा को, हे राजा बताओ व्हिच वन यू वांट. एंड ही सेज, यमराज लिस्ट पूरा देखकर, न अंतम दानस्य धर्मस्य पश्ये लोकस्य भास्वतः. You have done dana dharma so much, as a result of which the lokas of the ananda or bhoga you are going to get, they are ananta, that all is there. But also you have done a papa, तो उसका भी फल मिलेगा. बताओ कौन सा चाहिए? जनरली कॉमन सेंस वाला कहते हैं पहले पाप का खत्म करो, अगर थोड़ा तो है, थोड़ा है तो. देन ही सेड पूर्वम देव अशुभम भुंजे इति प्राह इति. आई सेड गिव मी द फल ऑफ द पाप फर्स्ट. इमीडिएटली यमराज ने कहा इति प्राह पते पत इति सह, पत जाओ गिरो करके वन वर्ड यमराज अटर्ड. द मोमेंट यमराज अटर्ड, लो देखो तावत अद्राक्षम आत्मानम. The moment I uttered that word, suddenly I looked at myself. Oh, what happened to me? कृकलासम पतन प्रभो. वहां से गिरते गिरते मेरा रूप बदलते हुए कृकलास हुआ, आकर इसमें गिरा हूं मैं. But for a mistake done unknowingly, such a big thing, for big papa curse, for such a long time he has become कृकलास. मतलब अधर्म पाप ऐसे करने से ऐसे योनियां हमको मिलते हैं. So pratam patan krukulasam prabho. Then brahmanyasya, I being the devotee of brahmanas, vadanyasya, being a great data, tavadasasya, also because I am your dasa, O Keshava, smrutir na adhyapi vidvasta. Thank God, though I am in the krukulas rupa, my memory has not got away. Then bhavat sandarshanarthinaha, I was told your darshan and touch will free from me from the karsa. I was waiting for that. तो स्मृति था उनको, ही वॉज वेटिंग. I was consciously waiting for you. So Now he says, Sahatvam katam mama vibho akshipatah paratma. Thank God you have come in front of my eyes, gave me the darshan. Yogeshwaraihi Shruti Drusham Amalahut Vibhavyaha. By the Mahamaha Yogeshwara, with pure heart, with the study of Shastra only, they will be able to contemplate on yourself in their hearts. Sakshas Adokshaja. You are the Adhokshaja, creator of the whole world. Uru Vyasananda Buddhehe. I am blindfolded in this difficulty. Syat me anudrusheha yasya bhavapa vargaha. So from here I find I am liberated because of your darshana. Therefore, Deva Deva, Lord of Lords, Jagannatha, Lord of the world, Govinda, manager of all the senses, Purushottama, the Lord who permeating everywhere, Narayana, again who is the Aina of Narasamuha, Rishikesha, the one takes of Indriyas, Punya Shloka, whose faith is great, Achyuta, the one who never falls from his position, Avyaya, the one who never gets decayed. See, everything is okay too. Devadeva Jagannatha Govinda Purushottama Narayana Rishikesha Punyashloka Achyuta in such a beautiful form. This is a now Raja NRUGA. He has become now Devata Rupa. He is praising to Lord Krishna. Anujani him Am Krishna. Oh Krishna, Anugnya do mujhe jana hai. Yantam Dev Gatim Prabho. Because the Punya Phala I have to enjoy in the Swarga Adi. Yatra Kavi Patah Satah Yatra Kavi Satah Chetaha. Wherever, Yatra Kavi Satah. Whichever body I am given from now onwards, Satah Bhuyan me Tattvadaspadam. Sorry, Chetaha Bhuyan me Tatpadaspadam. So wherever I am born, my chitta should be only at your feet. Oh Lord, please bless me like this. And a wonderful shloka, Namaste Sarva Bhavaya. Oh Lord, we are of the all forms. Brahmane, you are Parabrahma. Ananta Shaktaye, whose Maya Shakti is infinite. Krishnaya, who is a Krishna name. Vasudevaya, the Vasudeva Sanna. Yoganam Pataye Namaha. The Lord is the Lord of all. Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Ashtanga Yoga और विजय योगा सबके योगों का पति हो आपको मैं सैल्यूट करता हूँ इति उक्त्वा having spoken this shruti stuti tam parikrmya having done parikrama to Lord Krishna pado srishtva samaudina with his kirita again doing pranam to the Lord's feet anugnataha taken permission vimana agryam arohatu a huge vimana came for him in that he boarded pashatam nunama while they were all watching he just went. Now after that, Krishna Parijanam Praha Bhagavan Devaki Sutaha. That Krishna Bhagavan Devaka Sutta to all the Parijana, the whole people of that Dwaraka Nagar, whoever have come, he spoke to them. Brahmanya Devaha, the Lord who worships the Brahmana. So Dharmatma, he is a Dharmatma, Rajanyan Anushikshyan, and also his own children, grandchildren, to teach all of them. In the next these 13 shlokas, Bhagavan teaches how we have to be with all the Brahmanas. That's a very important portion. Tomorrow we will see. Thank you. Sarvam Krishna Arpanam. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasa Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. बोल श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय ओम भोर भोर स्वरेण्य मरुदेव तीनों प्रचोदयात् बोलो श्री परीक्षित महाराज की जय बोलो श्री वज्रनाभ भगवान की जय बोलो श्री व्रजभूमि क्षेत्र की जय बोलो राधिका माता की जय बोलो श्री कृष्ण पत्नी माता की जय. Today we remembered all of them. Pray to them to give that little bhakti so that our life also is fulfilled. Om. Om Nilamega Shama Krishna Nityan Mohan Krishna Bala Gopala Krishna Venuganlo Krishna Vedanta Vedanta Bhakti Vedanta Parvaliya Vata Gita Mudha Vayavaya Vipasa Krishna Ruvagam Tathatra Suyotarakam Yemavitam Krishna Narayana Namo Brahma Vibhyo Brahmina Vyasa Yogindra Om Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai Srimad Bhagavatam Purana Shastra Ki Jai Sri Skandha Purana Shastra Ki Jai Bolo Bhai Sama Santana Ki Jai Sadhunan Maharaj Ki Jai सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंदा बोलो श्री वेद शुकदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय श्री उद्धव वचनाभ परीक्षित आदि समस्त भगवत भक्तों की जय आज के आनंद की जय सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु गण की जय. So we have heard few of that whatever little portion when we do mananam then that enters into us. While doing Mananam only, when we do the Sankalpa and Prarthana, that I also have to become Bhakta like that, then the Bija ka ropai ho gaya. Then it's time, it grows in its own time. Then slowly our inner deeper samskaras for the sadhana become stronger. Then effortlessly we become sadhaka. And as we become sadhaka, to that extent, samsara gets receding from our life. Then we just grow in our spirituality, start discovering the divinity everywhere. Mukti starts happening. So let us try for that. Thank you, all of you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Thank you, friends. 3 more days, our Bhagavata will be over. Come back in 2 minutes for our Adhyatma Ramayanam Adhyanam.